What's up, you guys? Looks like we've got quite a few people in here. I would like to welcome Mr. SaveRobbie and Sarah. I'm really
Hi.
excited about tonight.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
guys.
And this is
So-
Sarah in the chat. You would see her as Alchemy by Stars.
Yes, that's right. That's my business name.
Okay, I've probably been mispronouncing your name since like way back. So I'm sorry about that.
You're totally fine.
I don't know if did I pronounce that right? Alchemy? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh,
You
okay.
probably did. You probably did. I remember I'm redneck, so I don't always pronounce correctly. I try.
Well, I barely graduated high school, so we're good. We're good.
Well, you can't tell. You're super intelligent, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's
It doesn't matter. Oh, poo. Well, you're good at acting too. So you got a lot going for you. So how is everyone tonight?
Great. I actually was going to ask because I didn't find out before we went live. Do you have a channel, Sarah?
I do. It's Alchemy by Stars. I think I sent it to you, but it's probably super last minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I sent that link
I
to
want
you.
to add that to the bio, and I want the girls to share it in the comments because everybody should go subscribe, of course, and to Robbie if you haven't, which I'm sure everybody has. But if not, join the love boat, and you won't regret it. He always puts a smile on my face, and Sarah is super intelligent. I mean, she knows a lot about this stuff.
Thanks, Brittany.
You're really
Okay,
welcome.
I found hers. I'm going to pop hers in the chat. I think I have a wrench. Let me see.
Yeah, you have a wrench here now, Robbie. I didn't realize you didn't, and then I was like, oh no, I'm slagging.
My Stars. No, I think it was on your other channel because, you switched.
Well, we should be able to go back live on that channel any day. I didn't realize though it's just business days, so like the weekends didn't count. So here I was thinking for like the last 2 days that we could go live there again, and I wasn't thinking about weekends.
God.
I was born
crazy to go
blind.
by weekends.
Right.
Yeah, they don't include. It's just business days.
Oh, I get it. Okay, gotcha.
Right. And me thinking like I'm counting 10 days, like 1, 2, 3. And then I was like, guys, what is going on? I thought I'd go live today.
Well, you
And
know
then I
what,
read
though,
it.
Brittany, you're loved, so it's not like if somebody
Aw.
damages your channel, like you'd be forgotten. And I think you kind of proved that with this channel. So
So true, Brittany.
You're
You
so
are very
sweet.
memorable.
Oh, thank you so much. And Sarah is really beautiful, you guys. I got to see her, and then Robbie was like, "Stop flirting," and I'm like, "I'm sorry." It's hard. She's beautiful.
Oh,
She's very beautiful.
you are too.
We're getting a lot of love in the comments. I love seeing that. It's just really sweet when everybody is sweet. That makes a lot of sense, don't it?
well, no, it's simple.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like I was saying, I think a lot of people, if they think they can damage your channel or do something, it's like no matter what, you're still you. So it's like people still come to you or find you.
Right. And I'm not
So it's not
perfect.
just
I
about
mean,
the
I'm not perfect by any means. And I know that, when you dabble in the things that I have, like it can make people mad, but I've not went real life on nobody. I've not lied, and that's what I guess gets me. I just want to be honest. And, but I want to stick to the case too. And that's like, with the Watts case, it really, really affected me. Like it has a lot of us,
Mm-hmm.
It for sure has.
And then I found out about, I'm sorry, go ahead, Sarah.
It's super close to my heart for sure.
Yeah. Well, I live far, far away, but what got me was, the passing of my dad. And then I'm sitting on my bed crying like for days and days. And then all of a sudden, this case comes on, and that's what got me right there because it was in like the midst of my most heartbreak,
Right. So I have a very similar story, and yeah, it's very close to my heart.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate to hear that.
No worries. We all have our
So
own.
what did get you into the case? Like, what happened? I mean, if you want to talk about it, if you don't, that's okay.
So, I live out here,
Right.
and Colorado and all these cases and whatever. But at the time, Bella's birthday is actually, she was born a week before my oldest, and then Nico and my youngest were within a few weeks of each other as well. So Shanann and I were pregnant together at the same time. And
Wow.
God, I'm not gonna cry. So it just, and coming from some of the relationship and stuff I was into at the time, and some of my viewpoints, it was just super close to my heart. And I kind of have I'll just say a similar story with my in-laws.
Yeah. Oh, I can relate too on that. Yep.
Yeah. So just the way the whole thing went down is just so close to my heart. And man, it's just hard.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. Like, and then you being from that area too. And then same with Robbie, you know, being in Colorado. I couldn't imagine, you know, and what it was like during that time period, you know, the thickness in the air. That's kind of how I could imagine, you know, the whole community being.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And Sarah, on a positive note, how come you haven't jumped on the ghost hunting with Mexi and I? Because you're into, obviously, I was looking at your channel, you're into spiritual stuff like signs.
I'll be there. I'll come to the car.
Yeah, or at least
You
coffee or
getting me
something.
into
That'd
that.
be fun.
Yeah, with my sister too. She's got all the equipment. She's totally into this stuff. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool.
She was living in the Springs and she just moved back home. But oh my God, yeah, we're totally into it.
Yeah, that'd be. Don't dox yourself, but we'll talk offline, see where you're at.
Yeah. Definitely.
I already doxed myself. I tried to do I wanted to do like a paranormal, you know, just a reading in the park that NK had her interview in, because I'm literally right around the corner from it. But there's no signal over there, so I'm gonna have to record it.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah. Maybe we could do that one together. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll go with you. Let's go for a walk in the park and have a coffee.
There we go.
That's so cute. And I'll share it. I'll help out from far away. Maybe sometime I can come join in. I was telling Robbie like a long time ago how where I live at, actually the craziest thing that happened, you know, years ago happened right where I live at now. The guy was really good friends with Hulk Hogan. And his mom like actually had her children to tie her to a tree and rock her to death with rocks. And
what?
Yes. And I'm not joking. I really went and bought, I've got sage. And remember me showing you that I had sage? The reason I have it is because I felt things here. And things happen all the time now. Like the other night, Eric, when I woke up, he was awake. And I was like, well, that's weird. And he said he'd been awake since 3 a.m. because he's seen a shadow come out of the bathroom, come over to my side of the bed, kneel, get up, and then just walk through my closet door into my closet. I swear.
Wow.
Let me tell you something else. When I started getting into this case, and I've heard, who is she? Christina Randall. When she first got something about getting into this case and having feeling some dark shiznit around her.
You can.
Oh my God. I agree.
So Sarah, you've obviously been to the house then, I'm sure, right?
I haven't.
Oh, wow.
Oh gosh, you guys could do that together too. I'm gonna get me a plane ticket when I get paid, and I'm gonna come and go too. I want to enjoy this with you guys.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know if enjoy is the word for it, but join you guys. You know, but I have seriously some weird shit's been going on. I've been I talk in my sleep, and I also sleepwalk, and I've been talking to somebody I know in my sleep, they're passed on. And they were talking to me about the case. I don't know if it was where I was getting so into it. I'm really not sure. But Eric will wake me up sometimes and be like, you're doing it again. You're scaring the shit out of me. I really got me too.
We should look at your
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We should definitely sit down and look at your chart and see if there's any stuff in there about cycles.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm open for that for sure. So I'm gonna let you guys when you're born, everyone has their own specific chart, right?
Yes.
The way the stars are aligned.
Based on your time, place, and date of birth.
Right. And that it really kind of has a lot to do with people's personalities, right?
100%.
Mm-hmm. See, and Sarah's a lot more in depth than I am because she sent me this today and I was like, oh my God. And I was I asked her, I was like, will you please come on with us? I'm going to tell Brittany because she sent me, a lot of good information on that. And with me, you know, I just pay attention to people. I've always paid attention to the Zodiac signs and all that. But she like blew me away with the stuff. I was like, you have to come on. So thank you,
Yeah,
Sarah.
I'm so glad.
No, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity so much.
I thank you both for coming on, like, so much. I love you both. I love Sarah
Absolutely.
already, just from like the few minutes I got to spend backstage before you got here.
Oh, thanks, Brittany. We love you.
Oh,
Thank
you.
Do you want me to just start talking? You want Robbie to make articles? What do you want to do here? There's a lot.
Well, see, first of all, I want to say I was looking for NK's birthday. I heard she was a Cancer. I was looking for her birthday. I couldn't find anything
I did have
on
that. I did
Oh,
have
you do?
her
Okay,
birthday.
we can pull that
Hang
up.
on, let me see if I can find it.
So
And if I
basically,
can't, I
if you
know
want
someone
to,
in the chat has it.
okay, yeah, if you want to start just with we can start with Shanann and Chris, just their signs, and then but you're like super good at it, so I'm going to let you take it away.
Yeah, me too. I'm learning here.
Talking. You guys just interrupt if you have questions, or I'm not even looking at the chat, so let me know, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So I'm looking at both of their charts right now. I have Shanann. She was born January 10th, 1984. I have the time as 7:09 a.m. So no one really knows her birth time, but we just guesstimate, and based on like her makeup, that's what most astrologers go for. Chris was born Fayetteville, North Carolina, May 16th, 1985 at 6:11 a.m. Again, not sure of the time, but pretty close. So that makes Shanann a Capricorn sun, a Capricorn rising. Chris will then be a Taurus sun and a Taurus rising, and they both have an Aries moon. Okay, so I'll quickly talk about, there's some things about Shanann in her chart that, I mean, it just, her chart more or less basically is how she is, or how she was. She was very idealistic. She was very outspoken. She liked to travel with Thrive and whatnot. But she has Mars is in her 9th house, which is symbolized by Libra, or the ruler of the 9th house is Libra. So Libra is in her chart. So Libra is a sign of like fairness and being just and more or less fair. So when she could be very sensitive and very emotional, but that could lead her to get very involved with people. She had a lot of charm. She had a lot of poise. She was a very persuasive talker. And I believe Chris didn't she say that she could like sell snow to a snowman or something?
Yeah.
That's true.
So that's in her
What
chart.
does it mean that they had the same moon? I was going to ask you that. I can't remember the exact word for it that you said.
Yeah. So an Aries moon, well, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just was curious about it.
Totally fine. An Aries moon can give you like kind of be a little bit impatient, can give you a very independent nature, but it can also make you very impulsive. We're currently in Aries season, and I think I put a post up today, and like Aries is instinctual courage. So doing things very courageously, but maybe based off of instincts and not really thinking things through. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. So that kind of speaks to a certain person, but they also sometimes have to guard against a quick temper. They can react very quickly in situations, and that obviously doesn't lead to always good things, but they need a more reasoned, careful approach to life. So taking the 6th sign of a double Taurus with that moon and the cardinal sign of Capricorn with an Aries moon. I mean, Capricorn being a cardinal sign is very forward, very directional, very knows where they're going, which is what Shanann was. And Taurus can be very fixed, very stubborn, really into material things. I'm actually a double Taurus as well. So, but
I get along really good with Tauruses. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini.
So that's what I have about them, and just like their basic sun and moon signs. The one thing about both of their charts, however, is that the sun, so you have your sun sign. Your sun sign is basically who you present yourself to the world. A lot of times that's a mask that we like to put on. Your rising sign is who you truly are, right? That's who you know yourself to be. Your moon sign is more or less your emotional side. So in both of their charts, they have their sun conjunct their rising sign. So that tells me that to some degree, both of them wore a mask of some kind.
That makes sense.
Yeah, right.
They said that NK's birthday is July 3rd. Sorry. Can you guys get the year for me too for her?
Yeah. And if you could have a time, that would be great too, because I would love to look at that.
And thank you, Laura, for that.
Thank you.
See, we had her arrest record. That's how I have it. But I it just takes so long to get it. And I know that they can come up with it so much quicker than me.
Well, and he wrote her a birthday card, didn't he, Chris? Isn't that the Discovery? That should have the birthday on it.
Well, I bet too. Yeah, her birthday is July 3rd. We don't know the year right now. Let's see. So that's what I have more or less about. I mean, her chart is more or less who she was. I have a bunch of things here. Her 10th house, her Saturn and Scorpio's in her 10th house, you know, making her very responsible, very into business, you know, at best, someone with that, you know, they like to transform their struggles on the personal drive that they have for power, and they're best served if they model that for others, so that maybe a social matrix that is surrounding them can be enlightened by it. So like your peers and your friends can be enlightened by the model that you present to the world, which is exactly what she did. You know, but Saturn and Scorpio in the 10th house can also lead to maybe having some hidden drives that maybe she didn't even understand. But yeah, so that's, I mean, her chart is pretty much who she is. I don't know what else to say about her.
It says July 3rd, 1988. And I do believe that is absolutely correct.
Okay.
Just going back off memory.
Right. The other thing I wanted to talk about quickly in Shanann's chart, though, is her 7th house. Your 7th house is your house of marriage and close partnerships, like business partnerships. It's also your house of known enemies. Shanann, unfortunately, has the asteroid Nessus in that house. So Nessus is known as the abuser. It's kind of a little bit controversial to say that about that particular asteroid, but it's known as the abuser. And so to have that right smack in the middle of your 7th house of marriage and partnerships tells me that she was probably in an abusive, probably both of her marriages were abusive on some level. You know, Chris's Nessus is actually in his 4th house, which this is where it starts to get really interesting to me, because the 4th house is ruled by Cancer. And Cancer, the Cancer in the middle, also the mother. And so when you have Nessus in the 4th house there, that tells me that his entire life, any mother figure he had or came in contact with was going to mess him up and be his abuser.
Wow, that makes so much sense.
That's weird because NK is a Cancer then, right? So
that's right.
Would that have anything to do with that?
Oh, snap.
100%.
I'm learning so much, you guys. You're both so intelligent. I'm just like, you know, just kind of learning.
See, isn't Sarah great? Sorry, Sarah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry too. Like I keep butting in. I'm like, hush.
No, I'm enjoying this. This is awesome. So, you know, so that just tells, and, you know, I've also heard where Jamie sometimes kind of stepped in as a mother figure because wasn't she a bit older than him?
Yes.
So it's also into that kind of stuff as well. But it's whoever your mother figure was. If it's in your 4th house, you have Nessus down there, you're probably looking at some type of abusive situation there.
And so now is that on both of them? Like they both had that in their past, like the abusiveness?
Shanann's is actually in her 7th house of marriage, and Chris is in her 4th house where it's like your family roots, your mother. That symbolism there.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that to me.
No, stop me and ask any questions, please. What else did I want to say? So there's a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and start talking about Chris and his chart, because he has a lot of, I mean, his chart is, Shanann's chart, I mean, she was who she was, and it's very representative of her. So was Chris's. I mean, Chris has a stellium in his. A stellium is a backup of planets. It's energy that needs to be released. So like right now in our present day world, we're in an Aries stellium, and we've got a bunch of planets that are in Aries. And so it's like all of this energy is concentrated in that one area, and it kind of needs to be released and let go. And so in Chris's chart, he has this between his 12th house, which is it's the house of self-imprisonment. It's the house of death. So when you get to that 12th house, that's the last house of the zodiac wheel. And so either you're going to die or that sounds terrible.
My
Either,
God.
yeah, right. You're gonna,
No, I mean, you know.
Sorry. So either you're going to transform yourself and move up a level, or you're not, and you're going to just be stuck in that stagnant energy.
Right.
So Chris has this in his 12th house, which is the house of self-imprisonment, death, rebirth, all that. So anyways, so the other two, he has 2 asteroids in his 12th, right on the cusp of his 12th and first house. So that is, to me, is an auspicious point in the chart, just because it's right between that first house of rebirth, of being reborn into a new cycle, and that last house of death. Okay. So he has this asteroid called Pallas in this house. Pallas technically represents daughters, or the daughter. And so right on that cusp there of rebirth and death, he has Pallas, the daughter, and he also has an asteroid named Phallus. Phallus is kind of like Pluto. It's very transformative, but it does a transformation on a very quick, life-altering, clandestine, usually something that's completely out of character for that person. Yeah. Phallus was okay, so in astrology we have these centaurs, which are represented by these, and they're asteroids, and they're half man and half animal. The other, which I'll talk about in a little bit, Chiron. So Chiron was immortal, and Phallus, which is the asteroid I'm talking about now, was mortal. So in Chris's chart, you have this mortal being that is right in conjunction with his daughter, right on that cusp of that 12th house and that first house, where the cycle, either you move up a level and you carry on, or you might just go to the next plane.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy to look at. It's also conjunct his Mercury. Mercury, those 2 asteroids in Mercury are all together there. So Mercury is also like a planet of communication, movement, short distance travel, things like that. So there's a lot of stuff you could get into here.
It's so crazy to me, like this stuff like that you're telling me is point on, like spot on, you know? So, I mean, there's no way anybody could ever say, well, no, this is spot on, their personalities and like what made them what makes them who they are. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so neat to learn about. I've never heard this much, like in depth.
It's insane.
Yeah. And Brittany's husband, he's a Taurus as well. So, yeah. I mean, I know Brittany says, she doesn't know a lot about signs, but you'll see, because she was saying, Sarah was kind of saying, he would do things that maybe are out of character with the way things are aligned in his stars. But right. Taurus males, my dad's a Taurus male. They're very laid back, like all Tauruses are, even the females. But the males specifically, they'll be a little bit more quiet, but they're very talkative at the same time, and just very chill people until
you get them going.
You push them over the edge, and then you better watch out. But exactly. I mean, that takes a lot to do that.
Yes. That's how Eric is. That's just how he is. He's so quiet and calm. Once he gets to know people, he can be really talkative, but it takes a little bit. But when he gets really mad, like he don't get mad until he gets mad, Yeah.
Totally.
So yeah, that's exactly right. Robbie's got it. That's how Eric is, 100%.
Let's see.
Sorry, I threw it off.
No, that was me.
I'm so excited to have her on, because I was just planning on going over, the traits and all this. And then she sent me all that. I was like, girl, take it away. You're good. So thank you again.
So I think one of the only other thing, there's maybe 2 or 3 other things I want to talk about real quick, because there's a lot between their 2 charts. It's just, I honestly believe that this was written in the stars. There's some type of karmic contract that they had to work out. Especially with all that stuff in his 12th house. I just feel like this was written in the stars, and some type of, if you believe in that kind of stuff, some type of karmic contract they had to work out before they even came here. But I
believe that, like a blueprint.
Totally. Oh my God. Yeah. So Chris has the in his 7th house, like I said, is the 7th house is the house of marriage and business partnerships, also the house of open and known enemies. Chris has Uranus in the 7th house, and having Uranus in the 7th house is more or less very abrupt, again, life altering, abrupt, crazy changes in relation to marriage. A lot of people who have Uranus in that 7th house end up getting divorced, to be honest. They really are. Honestly, the people with Uranus in that 7th house, I feel like are here to usher in a new way of like totally doing relationships completely differently. And so him being a Taurus and wanting to be very traditional and set in that with his sun and his rising all there in Taurus, it's in direct opposition to that Uranus. And so his entire life, he had to fight between that self-identity. And something tells me he probably never wanted to get married.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But that, he was brought up in a very traditional way that kind of wounded him because his Chiron, which is the wounded healer, is also in his 1st house. However, that wounded him probably did so in the formative years, but however, made him into someone who wanted to be traditional. But that's in direct opposition to that Uranus in the 7th house of marriage. So, like I said, people with Uranus in the 7th house usually don't stay married for very long. So,
wow.
Yeah.
This is getting spot on.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm just like, oh, wow. Like,
you're too kind.
Now I'm like, I want you to pull my freaking chart.
Yeah, pull our charts next after we get done.
Right?
Or do I want you to do that? I don't know.
Right, maybe we might find out some bad shit first.
Yeah.
Like, man, everybody was so right. Kidding.
Actually, wasn't it you that sent me mine a while ago, or who did that?
I don't think it was me.
No, somebody did, but I didn't understand any of it. So, you know, I was like, I'm glad you're explaining it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll read this stuff and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know.
I hope I'm explaining it okay. I'm not like...
You are.
Absolutely, yeah. For sure.
You're making it so that I can understand it, so I can tell you you're doing a good job because I don't know nothing about this stuff. I tried to do like a study group with everyone, like earlier in the week, just so we know a little bit about it. So at least we understood that, you know, everyone has like a specific, more specific zodiac sign than just what you look up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. So the only other things I pulled a relationship report for the two of them. And they have okay. So in a chart, you have a soul dispositor, and your soul dispositor is kind of like the main planet in your chart. And so theirs is Pluto in Scorpio. And so that brings on a relationship where there's a lot of focus on some powerful emotions and behaviors of dominance and dominance versus self-reliance, which can create a crazy dynamic, obviously. There's a lot of boundary related issues there. You can have a very passionate sexually deep relationship, but there's a lot of boundary issues that can come up. And in fact, the very survival of the relationship when it's in this aspect may depend like on how deeply you concentrate yourself on your own personal transformation, because we all know like two whole people come together to make a third whole when you're in a healthy relationship, right? So
I've never heard it like that before.
Oh, yeah. So they might exhibit a tendency to manipulate others for their very own purposes. So when these two energies come together. So a relationship is when you take both of their charts and you put it together and you kind of have like that third energy of what they could be together.
Ooh.
The second thing that I saw in their chart, and there's so much, but this is, they have a yod. And so what a yod is like, you've got 3 planets in a yod, and it forms a triangle, which they call the finger of God. And obviously when you have a triangle, the top part of that triangle is pointing towards something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So wherever that's pointing to, kind of gives you kind of a focal or a direction for where that finger of God. And so the finger of God is like help from the divine, how to heal yourself.
Okay, I feel you now. So it's like a kind of like an atlas, like the way that it points, whatever direction.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the middle point to where you can heal yourself.
Okay.
I thought you were saying yard, like, like in a New Yorker accent, yard, a yard.
That's so cute.
Like,
Oh, silly.
wow, she's from New York.
YOD yod. There you go.
Got it.
So funny. So their focal planet for their yod is Chiron. And I was talking about Chiron briefly before. Chiron is the wounded healer. And so he took his most deep pains and traumas and wounds and turned it into his greatest self. And then shared with others how to do that. So seeing that their focal planet is that, and especially with their sun and ascendants that are conjunct like they are, there was a lot of self-wounding that probably happened in their childhood that really just messed with them throughout their whole entire thing. There's even, I read in one of these reports, there's even stuff in there where it was pointed to where they would have problems with in-laws and they would have problems with other family kind of coming in and usurping the power of the two of them together. And so instead of having that, where you have the two whole coming together to make a third, it would be like taking that third and having energy leaks to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
it's like a leaking, like the Titanic when the hull hit the side of it and it was leaking, right? And all that love's pouring out.
Yes, and I'm so obsessed with the Titanic too. I love that story.
Oh my God, we should do, on a side note, we should do the conspiracy sometime. Have you heard of the conspiracy?
Of course.
Oh my
Robbie,
God.
I did every report when I was in elementary school on the Titanic. Like, I'm not kidding.
Okay, we got to do like a separate live on that. Because I believe the conspiracy that, how the twin ships.
Yes, was it the Olympic or Olympia, whatever it was?
Yeah, the Olympic. And it's like the whole insurance fraud or something like that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm feeling you now.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry to get sidetracked you again. See, there goes the Gemini in me again, just talking away.
All right, you're good.
That's interesting.
It is, yeah.
So anyway, so that that just tells me that there was some whatever the childhood wounding was that happened led to some very obvious breakdowns in their communication styles and how they related to each other. So, like I said, Chiron is the asteroid of self-healing, self-wounding, and it's probably something he was wounded in his youth. So there you go. But yeah, I mean, there's so much with these two. I've got like pages. I could write a whole book, but that's the main stuff.
Yeah. See, I was looking, so there was a couple articles I was looking through because, as I told you guys, I was scrubbing lipstick off my face for like the last hour. So it
was well worth it. I love that clip.
And I was all prepared to come on because, I love talking. What I love is studying physical traits and behaviors of male and female signs. So, there's a lot of female, for example, female Geminis that I know. They are extremely shy when you first meet them. All of them are. However, once you get to know them, they're some of the most crazy, outgoing, loud, obnoxious girls you'll ever meet in your life. But you have to get through that little barrier,
Oh my
so
God.
I'm always looking at different things.
Girl, I 100% agree.
Yeah. And then Taurus females, like, for example, you're a Taurus female, Sarah, very talkative, very outgoing. They could either be really fixed up pretty or walk into the grocery store in their pajamas and they haven't showered for 3 days. They really don't give a shit. What you think about them. Yeah. Very blunt. But again, Taurus females are very, very calm. So with me, I've always I like reading up on it, but I more so study and I'll ask people when I meet them, what's your sign? Or I'll guess because I love to guess to see if I'm right just based on their behavior.
And he's usually right. Like every time I see him do it, he's usually right.
Yeah, you do great readings.
Well, yeah, I mean, with that started from a joke. We started doing that like a couple months ago, and I didn't even have the tarot cards with me. I was like, "Yay, we should test my intuition." And we were testing it, like it's a muscle. And all of a sudden I was getting all these right. I even had somebody email me and she said, because when she said, "Hey, will you do me really fast?" And I said, "Is there some sort of obsession with games, or I'm seeing like a video game junkie?" This person emailed me immediately, this long email, and said, "Oh my God, I'm getting a divorce, I think after 20 years, because 20 years she's tolerated this video game addiction from her husband. And that's the reason they're getting divorced. And I was like, oh my God. So
then,
that's
like,
why I
the
like
toe
to work
one?
it out.
High five,
And then
Robbie.
the toe one from the other day, like a month ago or something. And then it turned out there really was a toe issue. I was like floored. I mean, totally floored.
Yeah. So, but I think, I mean, I'm sure Sarah sees this. I think everybody has that intuition. It's just, you know, because even Shanann's mom, she said she woke up in the middle of the night, something was wrong, and she was right.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to work it out.
I
It's
get
so-
feelings, but I'm not like you guys. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not, I don't know. It's like more of a, like in my family thing, or people like I care about. Like I'll get little feelings. It's just that I'm not always spot on with reading them sometimes, you know, or I'll see signs. It's just like opening your eyes up to see what the world around you is trying to tell you, I guess.
Well, see, Brittany, say that again, though. You said, I get feelings, but I'm not like you guys. The only difference is it's what I say every time when I do it. Because some people will come in, they're like, what's this guy think he's a psychic or something? And I always explain while I'm doing it, you guys, it's just, you got to go with whatever comes to your mind first, no matter how good or bad it is. And don't lie. Don't make anything up. Just
You're
say what
right.
that is. The difference
You're
between me and you, Brittany, is maybe sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to say that. You know,
That might
you're
be
scared to
it.
tell somebody. But you have to. Like what was it? I think somebody had a yeast infection, or I said something like that, and I offended somebody. Or no. It was their house was a mess. And I said, you have to do your dishes. She was like, oh my God, you're right. Then the following week, I told her she's a mess. And every time I've done her reading, she's like, so basically you're just telling me that I'm filthy. But I was right. And she's like, darn you.
Well, I mean, you are right a lot. Maybe that is it. Maybe it's just, you might be right. I'm in denial.
Yeah.
But
the
it's
cards
funny,
help.
though.
They do, because after I was doing the intuition, then people are like, you should get some cards, and, you know, practicing with those and see what they go side by side with the intuition. It's just fun.
It is. And it is like working a muscle. And isn't that how everything works in life, Robbie? When you just, it's a joke, and then it just works out. And that's so cute.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, do you do readings and stuff too?
I do. I do. If you go to alchemybystars.com, I have all my listings there for everything. So
cool thing. So you guys, if you're interested, she has her website.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up so I can post it in the chat.
Yes, I want. Is there any other links that like people might need to be aware of? I want you to lay it all out on the line, because you're really awesome, both of you.
Oh, thank you.
I was looking at, so if you go, there's a website, and I was pulling it up, like I was saying. Was pulling up some articles while I was, rubbing lipstick off my face, and I came across one that says, so it's astrology Zodiac Signs.com, and it's the Taurus and Capricorn sexual and intimacy compatibility. Ooh. And it says, basically, it's kind of just going over the traits of the relationship and what each one is. So I'll just go over like a couple of them, because like I was saying, Taurus males are very, here's my experience. Before I read this, try to pull it up. Yeah, before I read this, I'm not even going to look at this article. Let me tell you something about Taurus males real fast. In a relationship, they're very calm. They're very, because you're with one. Yeah. However, here is something that I noticed about Taurus males. Taurus females too, but I notice white lies. They're very harmless, but they're a little bit more common in my experience. Little lies?
Yes.
Harmless ones.
Like I didn't get in Burger King, but then they did. Yes.
Yeah, or they have a tendency to, or like if they're telling a story, my dad does this, and I love my dad. However, my dad's very funny and very, he could tell a really good story, but sometimes he'll exaggerate that. Well, almost every time. So if, let's say he's telling a story about me walking into a grocery store and slipping and falling because there was like a slippery when wet sign, and that's it. If my dad was telling that story, he'd be like, Robert walked into the store, there was a flood outside, it was crazy, and then someone peed on the floor and he walked in, and like it'll be this big elaborate story. I'm like, that's not how it went, but that's exciting. So it's truthful, but there's an exaggeration to it. That's what I noticed with Taurus males. Females too, but Tauruses are more so, the dramatic storytellers.
That's true.
Yep,
Mhm.
that is true. I'm trying to pull up these
Like,
links that you
I'm
sent
a
me.
storyteller.
What's that?
I think my website says that I'm a storyteller, actually.
Oh, see?
Because it's true. When you look at someone's chart, you got to tell the story of the chart.
Right.
Mhm. And now, so with Capricorn females, first of all, let me tell you, one of my best friends ever, who's not married to Mexi anymore, but she used to be, same birthday as Shanann, same exact birthday as her.
Oh, wow.
And I won't say her name because they're not married anymore. But what I noticed with Capricorn females is they're all extremely independent.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of female Capricorn friends. And they're very, very, very social, talkative. They have their shit together. They're very clean, all of that stuff. And I wouldn't even say bossy. However, when they get into a relationship, it's almost like that is their number one focus. Everything else they're still focused on, but that is their priority and their focus.
And if you look at her chart, you can see where like that her relationship was definitely a priority number one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Family, whole thing.
Yep. But see, they can also maintain, because Capricorns, much like me, I mean, I'm very self-involved. They're still very self-involved. They're just able to multitask that, with focusing on that relationship. However, let me tell you that if you are friends with the Capricorn female, prepare not to get phone calls and stuff, because they will focus just on that relationship for a while. Kind of like hibernating. They feed and they give time to that relationship. But they are very, very, very independent. So when I look, and I'm not even reading the article, I'm just saying from my experience with these, if I was to look at Shanann and her sign and then Chris and his sign, it makes perfect sense why it wouldn't work from the very beginning, in my opinion.
Yep.
I'm not sure Eric sent me the proper link, Robbie. I'm pulling them up.
Did he send you porn?
I don't think so. There's some weird stuff he sent. I don't think they're right.
What is it? What's it saying?
There's one. It might be right. This one. It's called like The Hill or something. It's about a shooting in Colorado. Is that right?
Oh my God.
No.
And then another one was a law firm. I don't think he sent me the right stuff.
Oh my God.
I've actually put them in the thing, and then I started looking, and I was like, wait, I don't think these are right.
What the hell?
I swear.
Yeah, no, that is incorrect. Hold on 1 minute.
He sent me the wrong ones. I think somebody else must have sent those, and he's just thought that that's right and sent it, I guess.
I don't even know how those got on there. All right, hold on.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I'm going to go. 1 second.
If you want to, share the link in private chat here, and then I can just put it on there.
Hang on, because it's on my phone. Hold on 1 second.
But Sarah, seriously, thank you for coming on. I've learned a lot tonight. Like there's still a lot like that I'm trying to understand, but you are so good at explaining it.
Thank you. I was like, can I get this to a level where I can explain it well or not?
Yeah, always. You just take the floor because you just know what you're talking about, and I'm just learning. Like seriously, like I'm a novice. Like totally.
Sarah, what do you think? Like just looking, knowing what you know, just from the signs and looking outside at their relationship, what do you think?
They had serious communication blocks. They had like outside influences from other family members, like I said, which then led to like the energy leaks in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I think also with that Uranus in the 7th house for Chris, I mean, that is just like cheater deluxe. I mean, I like what else? Uranus, other people doing things totally differently that just make absolutely no sense. In the 7th house of marriage, yeah. So their whole relationship, and then and then when you put them on together, and you see Shanann and Nessus in the 7th house, yeah, not going to work.
So just from looking at it, you could see that something like bad would probably happen just by looking at their cards.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that bad just from the signs, but yeah.
Right. But I mean, that it wouldn't work.
There's a lot of strong stuff in their chart. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot. They had a lot of potential. There's so much there. If they would have just focused on keeping themselves whole individuals while then contributing to something together, they would have been like, they would have been doing the thrive thing together because they both have health and service in their charts. And then when you put the charts together, doing that together would have been astronomical for them, I think. But unfortunately, he chose something different. He also has Saturn is right. It's in his sixth house as well. And so that, like, again, that just points to that being responsible and health, being health centered and everything, which just plays, I feel like, into that whole thrive thing at the end. So
see, a Taurus male also, you could give them a bouncy ball and they'll be entertained for hours. Like, they're very easily pleased, a Taurus male.
They are.
I think Taurus females as well, but again, a Taurus male is just kind of like a grown-up kid that's just usually very calm and just satisfied with any situation.
I have a question.
I agree. Yeah.
So is it common or is this just like an Eric thing? Is it common and I don't mean this bad or anything, but is it common in Tauruses, like, to have like a, how do I put this?
Just say it, Brittany. Not practice.
Go with your intuition.
Like, a high need for sex. Is that common, or is that just an Eric thing? You know,
probably depends on how other things are aspected in his chart, but it can be because Taurus is very sensual. Our home planet is Venus, which is the planet or our ruling planet is Venus, which is the planet of love, sensuality, beauty, all of that. So, yeah.
Okay.
I will also tell you that, coming from a very skanky past, I've had sex with multiple Taurus men, and that would be correct information in my experience.
Yeah, because oh my God, he kills me. I'm becoming an old lady,
Oh, yeah.
So I was curious if that was something,
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, from experience, Brittany. So you got to go with your gut, your experience, your intuition. You got to work it out, girl.
Yeah. And then also, like, that was the same thing that was said a lot about Chris, that he had a high sex drive. So I was like, oh, this may be a thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
Taurus too. So
yeah, I think with him, and I mentioned this before, when men get into shape, just again, in my experience with lots of men and myself being a man, your sex drive goes up, especially when you see that you're looking good, people are staring at you. I mean, you got those hormones flying. So I definitely think once Chris got into shape,
that was how it was when I got like in real good shape. My sex drive went up. So, I mean, I see that too.
Plus he's a man.
So there's that. Oh.
One thing I'll say about Cancers, though, because Cancer females, I don't know them to be extremely sexual. Do you, Sarah?
No,
normally they're very private about their sex life, and
they're very much more emotional, and you probably won't. Yeah, they're not going to be overtly sexually, grandiose in any kind of way.
Now, see, I'm a Pisces, and then Eric's a Taurus. So does that usually work? Like,
so you've got
we've been together 16 years.
Oh my God! Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Pisces in a Taurus, I mean, a Pisces is a water sign, a Taurus is an earth sign. So together they technically make mud, but that you have but you have to remember that astrology is your sun sign. There's so much more to it.
Right.
Like, look at Chris and Shanann's charts. Like, if you thought, just look at their sun and their moon, you might not see all this other stuff, but there's some stuff on the surface that, like I said, they could have been a brilliant couple together if they would have really focused on staying whole individuals and pushing forward with Thrive. She was onto something there between the two of them. I think it would have been great. Just chose something different.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, you got to work through it. It doesn't matter, no matter what, you got to try.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a Gemini, and
good.
Taurus is what?
Taurus and Pisces are good together because Tauruses will sit and listen, and Pisces needs that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the best relationship I ever had was with another Gemini. He was a June Gemini. I'm a May Gemini. However, when we fought, I mean, I thought the roof was going to blow off the whole entire house.
I hear you.
And I just think, you know, because Gemini is a sign of communication, I think I'm not, I mean, me personally, I don't see a relationship in my future because I'm too busy talking to people, like talk all the time, that I don't think I could satisfy a relationship, and I really don't want to.
That's fine, Robbie. Maybe you're just like the head of like doing these relationships different, which is I feel like where the collective's going anyway. So good for you. Good for you.
Plus, I can't stand trying to look hot all the time for someone else. It's annoying.
Oh shit, you always look good.
No.
Well, you know, when you just want to be lounge, you just want to lounge and be like, you know what? I don't feel like being sexy to anybody but myself.
Yeah, believe me, I know all about that.
Yeah. And the older I get, you know, I'll be, oh my God, I almost said I'll be 40 next month. I'll be 39 next month. I'm almost 40. So the older I get, I just
13th. So
what?
Yeah, man, I got the big one.
Well, you're both looking good. I just turned 30 and I already look like I'm 40 and you both look amazing. So that's always good. That means you take
Me
really
and
good
Sarah
care
are
of
like
yourself.
falling in love.
No.
We're so close in birthdays. We live by each other. We're going to go to NK Park together.
I'm so jealous. No, I'm kidding. I'm so glad. You're both very similar. You really are, like in a lot of ways, like a lot.
Well, a lot of my female friends, and this is the honest to God truth. The majority of my close female friends growing up have been Taurus females. Now, Taurus females, like I said, they can be loungy or whatever. That's why they're fun friends to have, because you can go to the club with them, or they can get up and be like, hey, let's go fool around at the grocery store. I'm like, I need to take a shower. They're like, come on, pussy, you don't need a shower. That's how Taurus females.
Let's just go make the best meal ever.
Exactly.
Oh gosh.
I had a Taurus female roommate, and she used to pee and go to the bathroom. She'd be like, come talk to me with the door open. I'm like, dude, Talene, this can wait.
That's me. I'm a toilet talker. Which my sister, she's born in December, which, I mean, well, my siblings done some bad things, but we were close growing up. She was like my mom, you know, and she's born in December. So let's see, like December 26th, I think it was.
So she's a Capricorn.
So
what is that? What does that mean?
My oldest is Christmas Eve, so they're Capricorn. So Capricorns are sometimes born super. Shanann was a Capricorn, so they're
that's okay.
Yeah, they're very responsible. They know what they're doing. They kind of come in knowing what they need to do. So they come in as like grown adults and then get younger as they age.
Well, I can't say that my sister's done that, but it makes sense. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, my boys are both Cancers, so.
But she taught me to be a toilet talker.
Oh, that's
my God.
I mean, I'm just saying. That's where I got it.
You're good.
She would always be
like,
I know. Come talk to me. And I'm like, oh. And then now I'm the same way.
Sarah, I was reading that, what is it? There's something, I don't know if it's rising sign, something changes over time. And I had this book before and it said, you know, I'm a Gemini, but I was Cancer rising or something until I hit the age of 42. And then I'm going to be a Leo rising, I think. How does that work? Do you know what I'm talking about?
So there's a couple of things that you could be talking about. So the rising sign, that's why it's important to know your time of birth, is because the rising sign changes about once every 2 hours. Yeah. So that's why we need your time when we do your chart. And since your rising sign is who you actually are, it's pretty important. But I think at 40, in our 40s, we have our Uranus opposition. So Uranus is in opposition to where you were born. Is it that one that's at 40? 29 is the Saturn return. And so it might be that one. And so when that happens, you're really calling into question. That's where like midlife crisis gets started, because now you're in opposition to your first house, which is your house of self-identity. That's where your sun is. Like I said, that mask you put on. So by the time you're in opposition to that mask is starting to come off and you're having some self-realization on a deeper level. So, yeah. Yeah,
because I used to be, because, you know, Geminis love the mirror, but I used to obsess over the mirror because I've always been very self-conscious. When I was younger, I had terrible skin. My brother never broke out. He's always been a Ken doll, blonde hair, blue eyes, like gorgeous guy, right?
Yeah.
So growing up, I was always very self-conscious. And so before I'd go to a birthday gathering, anywhere, I would obsess over my look, and not in a way of like, ooh, look at me, but in a way of like, oh my God, I don't want to go in public because I was self-conscious. The older I get, it's like that's going away. I'm like, I don't give a shit. And I never used to be like that.
You should have all the confidence in the world.
For real.
Well, and I think we all have our, we all have our little quirks and stuff that we're self-conscious about. But I used to obsess, like be scared to go into public and stuff just because, you know, I had all this anxiety. But the older I get, even with my clothes, I've always been a jeans and t-shirt guy, but I would have never been the person to just throw on a hoodie and go to the store. Now I'm like, as long as I take a shower and I don't smell, I don't give a shit.
That's right. It's like you start to alchemize your identity. You know, now you're in opposition to where you were born, and so you start to alchemize it and you change it to who you truly are, because that mask starts to come off now. So so interesting.
With age, I can see that.
Yes,
I was always self-conscious about my scar where I'd open heart surgery. Like my friends would have these big old, you know, boobs, and then here I had a scar, and my, you know, I didn't have what they had. And because I had the scar, like I wouldn't want to go out swimming or, you know, anything that would show that. So I feel like the, you know, fear of doing certain things and going certain places. And then like, as I get older now, I'm just like, I don't give a damn. But I mean, I've got Eric too, but I mean, as far as just being self-conscious about it, I've grown, I guess, to kind of love it. I don't know, because it saved my life, I guess.
Yeah, no, you learn to love your scars and your stripes.
Life is so much more comfortable when, I mean, it sounds cheesy when you accept yourself, but it was like before I was trying to please other people, and I wasn't fake, but, you know, I always wanted to try to look as perfect as possible. You know, if my hair was in the wrong spot, I remember I called in to work when I was younger. If I didn't feel comfortable enough to go, if my hair was out of place, anything, I'd call into work.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
With Eric, I didn't like to go anywhere if I didn't think that like I was perfect.
But, and I think Sarah could agree. I think everybody, if you're interested or you don't believe in the zodiac signs and stuff, God is very creative. Oh my God. And seriously, if you ask all of the close people in your life, if you don't know their signs, keep a note for like the next month. Be like, hey, what's your sign? And write them down. Get to know everyone's sign and then compare them. The ones that are the same signs, you'll see traits. It's crazy.
The easiest way to learn astrology, and then also following your moon. But you know what else is really interesting? Now that I have children, when I compare my chart to my kids' chart and how those coincide, that's really cool too. It's amazing.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
Cool.
It's Sadie was born in October.
Yes, God works in mysterious ways. Watch out what you ask for.
Yeah. 100. So, okay, so with NK's birthday being July 3rd, 1988, what does that say about her, like her sign? What does that say about her and what we know about her?
I would really like to look at her, like how,
like look into it more. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we should do another one and do it with like CW. But so being a Cancer, I mean, she's very emotional. She's very, I would like to know her rising sign, but she could be very emotional. She can be a little bit, I mean, here's the deal. Cancer is the moon, which is the mother, which is the feminine. When you have astrology, you have duality. So you have the plus side, the minus side, and the minus side. So you've got all of the positive traits and all of the negative traits. But when you're, but you also have to know that the negative isn't really negative, and how can you use those negatives to be a positive? So with her being a Cancer in the feminine aspect there, that tells me she could have a very skewed feminine archetype. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I would have to look at the rest of her chart, but
she could do that.
A very, very skewed way of looking at life in herself, or relating to life in herself. Especially
I can tell you.
Sun sign, like that's the mask she puts on to the world. So I don't know.
I definitely think a Cancer would, just from knowing their traits, I think a Cancer would be more relatable to a male Taurus.
I agree.
Than a Capricorn, because Cancers are more, they're introverted, but like you said, they're emotional, but they're very calm.
Yes. They're very calm. They're also very much more like Taurus, where, a crab, if you scare, Cancer symbolizes, the symbol is crab, is the animal. So when you scare a crab, it goes into its corner until you really fish it out, and then it'll snap at you and it'll bite your finger off, you know?
Oh, a Cancer can.
Oh my God.
When you make a Cancer mad, here's how they operate. You will know it, but it'll be silent and deadly.
Yes.
They work under cover, and you won't even know. If you piss a Cancer off, they're not the type to be like, hey, you know what? You really pissed me off. They're going to give you signs and cues, and you're going to have to put the puzzle together yourself.
For sure.
Yeah. You know what? I have another question. It's about somebody who's in my life and they've got some issues, like kind of Munchausen-y type stuff. July 26th. What would that make that sign? 1963.
A Leo. July 26th?
Yep. July 26th, 1963.
I believe that's a Leo.
And
wait,
so
what is it? Yeah, oh yeah. Yep.
It's a Leo.
And a Leo's traits.
A Leo, oh my gosh, they're overconfident. They can be, honestly, nothing against Leos, but they're
bossy as hell.
Yes.
Oh God, yeah, okay, okay.
They're so bossy,
self-confident, and they think sometimes they know it all. But I mean, that can be served in other ways. They're great leaders. They're great at like getting people together. They're very childlike in their creative self-expression and whatnot. But I mean, Leo the lion, again, don't piss them off.
Yeah,
and it's very easy to piss a Leo off too, though. Like they're not only are they overly confident.
If you say anything to this person, I mean, I'm telling you, like, you don't have to even be negative, but it's negative. You know what I mean? Like if you just barely even side like slightly different, like, yeah. So that's why I was asking. Is it common for like, which I mean, and I don't mean anything to our Leos. This is like a personal thing for me, like a family thing.
Glenda has the same birthday as my mom. My mom's a Leo. I know very well.
Yeah. Well, that's who I'm talking about is my mom. And I worry about her. I've just found out some things, in her life that aren't good, but she has a past of like sympathy, like wanting sympathy for things that aren't true. Does that make sense? And so that's why I was so worried. Like, I guess that's what struck me so hard, the fact that it's real this time. And that makes it hard to deal with it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, why don't you tell me and we can, whatever, we'll look at some stuff.
That sounds great. And I think people will be really interested too in like comparing Chris and NK.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would love that. When I was doing this one, I was like, man, I'd love to look at that one.
Right? Yeah. Because it could tell us a lot like about, why he's seen so much in her, like to do what, and then maybe tell us a lot about her too.
Yes, that because we don't really know that much, to be honest.
Like I said, pay attention to those signs. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
You'll see.
Yep. It's so true.
I find this stuff.
Don't get me started on Leos. Oh my God, I can go on forever. They're like the leader of. Well, I think they think they're the leader of all the signs, because they're like the lion. And if you take them out of that leadership role, they'll march their way back to it somehow.
Yeah, I agree.
And stubborn. Very. They say what is it? Tauruses are stubborn. No. Leos are more stubborn than the Taurus.
I can tell you from growing up.
Taurus and Leo are both fixed signs. Yes, they're very stuck in their ways. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and see,
as a Gemini, we're like Whitney Houston. I'm every woman. We like to adjust to every sign, because we're the sign of communication. So lots of people think we're fake or two-faced, but if you're sad, then I need to adjust my mood to try to cheer you up. Or if you're mad, don't be mean to me because I'm going to adjust my mood to be just as bitchy to you as you are to me. Or if you're happy, I'm going to be happy with you. Just depends.
Right. It's learning to alchemize that Gemini stuff in you and face it and make it part of you, and then it doesn't trigger you as much.
Yeah. John's been asking about Virgos.
Who?
John in the chat is asking about Virgos. I think they're very good with other Virgos because you guys are very like overly clean and organized.
Yes, I'm a Virgo moon. I'm very, the organization, the cleanliness. Yeah. But they're very into health and all of that.
Mhm.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
yeah,
in. I said
Virgos
I'm
are-
so interested in all this.
I think there's a delay
Yeah.
going on right now. It came out of nowhere.
Let me go out and come back in
Did it?
because I think so, and I don't want to talk over nobody. I'll be right back.
That happens in my stream
Okay.
all the time. It's a StreamYard glitch. You'll be talking, or if you invite somebody else in, all of a sudden it's like there'll be like a 20 or a 5 to 10 second delay, and you'll be talking, and then all of a sudden the other person does. You're like, oh my god, hello, I was talking.
It happens a lot. That's true.
That's
So is
Yeah.
this better?
I think so.
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, Sarah. I honestly didn't mean for it.
Oh
to
no, you're
happen.
totally don't. Oh, you're
But
totally
this
fine.
stuff really is super interesting. And then like the fact that, I really didn't understand the fact that each person, depending on where you're born, what year, it's not all just about what month and what day. There's so much more to it. And I don't think a
No.
lot of people know that as well, because I have OCD. There's a lot of different traits, I know about me, then I know about Eric and just different people in my life. And then when I hear, when I would hear Robbie talk about it, it was always so spot on. And then hearing you break it down like this too helps. I think both of us just, I don't know. Like it just affirms everything that I've heard Robbie talk about, and then hearing it come from you in like such a more broke down way, and still just slightly different. I just think it's super neat, and I knew other people would find it neat as well.
Yeah, what you should do. There's lots of. You could either read on it, or if you look up on YouTube, just look up your sign or look up your husband's sign, and just look it up on YouTube. They'll explain all your traits, and it will blow your mind. And I've never really seen a bad, how those people explain, oh, this is your sign. I don't think I've ever seen a bad person not nail it, because it's so accurate, Zodiacs.
Yeah.
Right. And you have to also, when you read your horoscope out of a magazine, that's not really all that accurate. So, but hey, if you guys, I can do relationship reports and compatibility reports too. So just let me know.
Ooh.
Definitely hit her up.
Yeah.
Like you can tell she knows her stuff. So we have the website, and then you can go and subscribe to her channel, and I highly recommend that you do, and Robbie's if you haven't already. And then we'll pick it back up and do another episode about Chris and MK, like comparing those two.
I'm so excited.
We should look at the Frazee one too, because that mistress helped him cover up the murder.
That trash bag.
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna guess Patrick Frazee was he's weird. I'm gonna say he was a Aquarius.
We need to find out.
Scorpio.
That's what you're on.
Dark.
Yeah. See, okay. Nothing against Aquariuses at all. The men Aquariuses are extremely strange. And I don't want to cut anybody down, but I'm just going to leave it at that.
Aquarius is out there. They're all about they're out there, man.
They are. The female. Isn't Gwen Stefani an Aquarius female? I mean, that explains it right there.
I'm not sure. Right.
I think she is.
Probably.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But anyways, yeah, that'll be fun to look into that, because I love this kind of stuff. And I mean, like I said, if you look into it, it's crazy how accurate it is.
It is.
They're asking if animals can have like their own traits because of their stars.
Oh, I don't know. I've never.
It's crazy to think of, but
they can.
It's something. They're onto something.
What's your Chinese zodiac? Mine is a dog, and that makes perfect sense for me because I get so excited when I'm around other dogs. Like my tail starts wagging, I get all happy. I'm like,
I have no idea.
I'm a cock. Swear to God.
Oh, okay. Like a rooster?
Yes. They call it
Like a
something else.
I would say I'm going to guess Brittany's. Hold on, Brittany. It goes by your year, but I'm going to guess yours real fast.
Okay.
I would say that you're probably like I want to say cheetah because you have cheetah print, but I don't think so. I think you're like a bird of some sort, like a graceful swan.
That's crazy because like the owl is like my spirit animal. I'm convinced.
What year were you born? I'm going to look yours up right now.
1991.
Okay, let's see.
Well, it should be something weird.
Oh my God, Brittany, I feel so old.
Oh my God, you're a goat.
I'm a goat. That's weird because I grew up with goats.
Really?
Betsy, yes. I'm not joking. I showed a picture of me and my dad at the damn newspaper station because we would take Bessie everywhere with us. She was potty trained.
Oh my God. No, wait, Sarah, do you eat chicken or do you have a hard time eating chicken because you're a cock?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not my favorite, I have to say.
Oh,
I'm more of a
Oh.
girl.
okay.
Well, this is neat too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anything at all about the Chinese zodiac signs, like at all.
Yeah, I'm not really huge on those, but I mean, a dog pretty much sums it up for me.
That's amazing. I would love to.
I
be
know
a
right
dog.
now we're in the
We're in what?
year of the ox. The year of the
Oh, okay.
ox.
Oh,
So it's
how
like a
often
good
does
year
it
for the
change?
ox.
Chinese changes every year, I believe. Right, Robbie?
So-
I think it changes every year.
Yes, it does. And you know what? So if you're a goat, it's saying you're compatible with a rabbit and a pig.
Oh God,
What year is your husband?
1989.
Let's see.
Oh God,
Let's see.
Daddy, you might be a pig.
He's a
What?
snake.
Oh shit! Oh, damn. Snakes eat rabbits. Oh no!
Not only that, but he's a snake and a bull because the Taurus is the bull.
Right? Oh shit! So what the fuck does that mean?
Well, hold on. Let's see. The snake zodiac is the personality of them is they are determined to accomplish their goals and they hate to fail. Snakes represent the symbol of wisdom. They're intelligent and wise and they are good communication, but they say little.
Oh shit!
That's crazy because Taurus males say little.
God, that's what he's got going for him then. Could you imagine a snake bull?
Yes, I can.
I'm just sitting here thinking about a goldfish on a goat's body.
Okay, well, hold on. Chastity wants to know 1984. Hang on one second, Chastity. Let me look.
I'm dead. I'm gonna have to keep turning it.
Oh, Chastity, look out for Eric. You're a rat,
Oh God,
Chastity. So let's see.
Eric.
Rats' personality is outgoing, cheerful, and sociable in character. They can get along well with different people. So there's a lot of friends around them. No matter what jobs they're occupied, they can harvest success on account of their quick response to outside changes.
Very nice.
See, this is a whole new world now, Chinese zodiacs.
We figured you out. The reason you're so quiet, you're a snake and you're a Taurus. It means you're just overall quiet. But yeah, well, we'll talk later. This may have a noon.
Yeah, that's an interesting mix.
Yeah.
See,
Oh, God.
Chinese zodiac sounds insulting, because you're calling someone a rat, a pig, a snake,
Right.
a dog, a cock.
But it's not.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's just-
every single year, they pick a new animal to represent that year. Every
I think
year.
there's 12,
No.
there's 12 animals and they cycle through.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe
See,
they're-
look, I really don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, so it's like when I look at dog, it'll go like 82, I think 70. It goes like every 12 years, probably, I would imagine.
It was
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. So then 12 years ago, it was the year of the ox again, since we're in the year of the ox, probably,
Yes.
I would imagine. Did you guys hear? I know you're not really into the zodiac, Brittany. This
I'm
was
trying.
a couple years ago. I think it was like a hoax or a prank, but they said they were adding another sign to the chart and everyone's sign was changing. I was like, wait a minute, I'm a Gemini. What?
Really?
Ophiuchus, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't remember what
Yeah,
it
we
was.
can hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, Ophiuchus is a sign, is the 13th sign of the zodiac, and technically, yes, it should be part of it, but it got written out.
Huh.
That is weird.
Well, that's
Mhm.
interesting.
See, I'm not
That's
comfortable
something you
them
could talk
changing
about
my
too.
sign around.
Right. It would only affect the people, I believe, born between like October and December, because it's like that
would be
time
crazy.
period. Oh, sorry. Let me see if I can look up what the actual dates are. of
That's
those,
neat, though. I would like to be that rare person, That's pretty neat.
right?
You know what we should look up? Oh
What?
my God. Look at this.
What?
What we should look up. What list of most dreaded Pisces serial killers. You
Oh God, we
dude,
should.
Richard Ramirez was a Pisces.
You're
Shut-
kidding.
John Wayne Gacy, Pisces.
Oh my God, Robbie, this is what we're gonna be talking about tonight.
Oh, hold on.
I'm
What's
the
this
next
other
Richard
one?
Ramirez. Oh, shit.
Ooh, you got a lot of them.
Really? We should look that up. Like which one, like which sign has the most? We really should.
Let's see.
That's neat.
You would think a Gemini since we're so freaking crazy, but you know Pisces is twins also. You're the twin fish.
Oh, and then I had
And I'm-
twins. Huh.
Oh, that is weird.
I'm sure that has nothing to do with it, but I mean, I'm just saying. That's something
So-
interesting too.
Yeah. What were you saying, Sarah? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say the dates of Ophiuchus were supposed to be November 29th till December 17th. So it's, yeah.
Oh, okay. It
Okay.
wouldn't affect Sadie.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this. Here we go. I got a number. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the most, holy shit, the most out of all the zodiacs is 55 of serial killers are Capricorn. 46 is Leo, which makes sense.
Yeah.
43 of them are Sagittarius.
Mhm.
42 of them are Aquarius. Let's see. Let's get to our signs. Only 40 are Gemini.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm looking for.
Hmm.
Wow, Taurus is chill as fuck. Where are they on here?
Really?
Is there
Oh.
even any?
Pisces and Gemini are pretty much tied at 40 killers. I
Okay.
think Taurus is number 8 with only 22. Not bad.
Oh, nice.
Wow. That's so neat.
That's
Ain't
interesting.
it? I mean, really. And then we should talk about like each like zodiac sign, who those killers are, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Well,
you would
let's
never
see.
think Capricorn would even be on the list, and there they are. So it's like, how are those people's aspected? It's so interesting to me.
Mhm.
You don't want to piss off a Capricorn though, because my friend Bree, who was born on Shanann's birthday, I've seen her. I used to go to house parties with her. When she was getting ready to fight with someone, she'd take her shoes off, and I'm like, "Oh, you don't want to fall?" She goes, "No, I'm gonna fucking hit him in the head with this shoe." They get crazy. She would. She'd bop him on the head.
You should tie them together, you know, like fucking sling them.
So if you ever saw her taking off her shoes when you're out and about, you're like, "Oh shit, it's going
Fun.
down."
I'm dying.
Uh,
When you said she was taking off her shoes, I just thought like, 'cause I mean, a lot of people do that.
oh hell no.
I'm just gonna hit this bitch with it. That's why. Here I come.
Okay, you guys, how about guess? Ooh, Sarah kind
What?
of mentioned this earlier. I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
What sign is Charles Manson?
I want to
This
say
one kind of stands out.
really. I want to say he's a Cancer. I feel like he's a Cancer. I don't know why. Because he's such.
He is a Scorpio.
He is a Scorpio, the other
Ooh.
water sign. Yeah.
Is that weird? A lot of Scorpio men that I know have longer hair.
Yes, Janet. Capricorn had the most. Sorry, you guys.
Oh, you're good.
Scorpio's very deep, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me look up Ted Bundy real fast. Ready?
I'm going to say
What?
Sagittarius.
I feel like he was a
Okay.
Pisces.
Think so?
Yes.
Maybe I might be wrong.
Okay. Ooh, wait. What did you say, Sarah?
What did I say? Oh my God. I don't even remember now.
You said,
Sagittarius.
yeah, you got it right. That's why I was like,
Good
what did you say?
job.
Whoa. All right, let's do oh God, what's his name? Dahmer. Jeffrey
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dahmer.
I'm going to say Pisces.
Oh shit.
Okay. Holy shit.
He is, isn't he?
What do you think, Brittany? What do you think?
Is it Pisces?
No.
Okay,
guess
okay, let me
first.
guess then. Let me guess. Taurus.
He is a Gemini.
Okay.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Okay.
When is his birthday? If he has the same birthday as me, I'm gonna freak out.
May
Yeah, I told you guys, I'm not good at the signs, but I'm trying to learn here.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. You know what? Sarah and Brittany, he's actually on the cusp, isn't he?
Yeah. Yep. He is.
So he's a
What-
Taurus. And I'm sorry, I have to turn on my camera for this, Brittany, because
That's okay. Turn it on.
He's on the cusp of Taurus and Gemini, and he kind of looks like Eric in this picture. Look.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Look.
He does. Oh my god!
Isn't that crazy? That's
What's even
Brittany's
crazier
husband.
is it's like a mix between Eric and my father, actually, when he was young. Wow!
Whoa.
Wow!
Crazy.
This is insane.
Let's see.
Oh,
Who's
my
another one we can look up? Ooh, you know what?
so
We should
already
look up
did
the girl.
Casey.
Let's look up Susan Atkins, the part of the Manson clan.
Yeah,
What?
and then also that one lady who was killing those men down in Florida. What is her name? Oh my god!
The one that was put to
Susan-
death?
Yeah, she was put to death. Yes, her. Let's do her after this.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, what do you guys? You remember Susan Atkins, right? She was the one who stabbed Sharon Tate to death
Yeah.
in the Manson clan.
Mhm.
Where do you think she is?
Gemini.
This makes perfect sense. Okay, Sarah. Now, Brittany, what do you think?
God, I suck at this. A Scorpio.
She is a Taurus.
Oh.
Wow. We're learning a lot. I mean, and
Yeah.
it like you got to look at their specific murders too, I guess, to kind of understand.
Yeah.
I would imagine like where they were coming from. And
Yep.
just because but we know there's been murders from all zodiac signs that have killed. So don't take no bad
That's
will
why you have
from
to look at aspects.
it. Right.
Right. What about was the Zodiac killer ever caught? I want to see what his
No.
Zodiac is. Oh, well, then we won't know.
No, but yeah, listen, but the Golden Gate killer or whatever was
Okay. And who was that woman you were saying that killed the men?
Susan Warnos, I believe.
Eileen.
How do you
Eileen
Eileen?
Warnos. Yeah.
how do you spell Eileen? Is it E-I?
Eileen.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's Warnos?
Yep. Warnos, I believe.
Okay, let's see.
Google will fix it for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What do you guys think she is?
Aquarius.
Pisces.
Ooh, Brittany got it. It's a Pisces.
Oh,
Really?
see, I
Brittany,
align
can
with
you
that
relate to
person.
her?
No, I'm kidding.
I was just gonna say you relate with that.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Come on, Eileen. Okay,
You
let me
know
see.
what I mean?
Someone's asking Jack the Ripper.
Ooh.
What sign?
Did they ever?
That's a good one. Jack.
Did they ever catch Jack the Ripper?
I'm not.
I don't
Oh,
think
I
don't
guess.
think they did.
Well, it's saying his sign.
Oh well, I guess they did then.
right?
Yeah, I don't know, but okay. What do you guys think it is?
He was into health.
Yes.
I'm going to say Virgo.
Okay. Brittany.
Because he cut his
Taurus.
victims exactly, I believe. So I'm going to say Virgo.
Oh, he was the top one. Capricorn. That's the one with the most serial
Really?
killers.
Ah.
Oh, Amber's saying he was caught.
Oh, he was caught. Okay. Thank you, Amber.
Interesting.
God, this is good. It does really help to check. I'm one of those
See.
people that always used to look into
Choose
signs before I
someone.
dated somebody.
Right?
You should always do that. Check
I agree.
the not only the sex offenders list in your area, but also look up their sign.
100%. I agree.
Let's see what signs are the biggest skanks. Let's see.
Cancer,
What-
NK. I'm just kidding.
Well, very possible is the most promiscuous.
Scorpio. Scorpios.
Ooh, there's 4 of them,
That's
guys.
smart.
Let's see. Oh my God. Gemini is one of them. That makes perfect sense because I used to be a slut. So it's Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces. You're not out of this one, Brittany, and
Ooh.
Scorpio.
Mhm.
That makes sense because I used to be a hoe.
Oh.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's saying Gemini natives thrive on having options, which that totally makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Mhm. I can't even pick a favorite color because, I just can't.
Oh my God.
She'll be back. She
Yeah.
boots herself sometimes. I have a favorite blend of colors, kind of.
So Sometimes Geminis will be getting a relationship just to burn it down, just to learn something.
You know what? That's so funny you said that because not only in a relationship have I done that, but that's pretty much how I quit, how I got sober. Is I knew I had a problem early on, but I would purposely like damage myself. I'd purposely party hard so I'd get a hangover and it would hurt so that I would learn to hate it. It sounds stupid, but it really did work.
Taking that Gemini, taking that minus and positive and alchemizing it and coming out with a good positive there. So
yeah.
Congratulations. It's amazing.
Thank you. Look at that. Hey, welcome back. Sean's princess said,
okay, so what were they? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you're one of them. Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Scorpio.
Oh my goodness. I didn't see that coming.
Oh, I did. I dated a Pisces.
Something that a lot of people have not said. You know what's weird?
What?
Like Eric, okay, like aside from other things, like, but I've only been with one person, and that's Eric.
Aw.
That's awesome. Not no joke. Like, seriously.
That's really
I mean, I've done other things, of course. I mean, I'm not going to say here and act like I'm like this princess that's never done anything. But as far as the full thing, just Eric.
Aw.
Wow. Ooh, look who followed me over to your channel. It's John of Ooh in the chat. He's a Leo. I know that. He was on my dating episode. He was the Bachelor, remember? I don't know if you saw that. Yeah.
Hi, John.
Hey, John.
I call him John of Ooh.
Ooh.
But he's straight, so I just flirt, harmlessly because I'm a Gemini.
Oh, that's okay.
It's fun.
Big Mama is saying, I'm a Cancer and my husband's a Gemini. I bet your husband's the hyper bouncy one, isn't he? That's how Geminis are in a relationship. We're either really, really tired because we use all of our energy on our ADD, but most of the time, 9 times out of 10, a Gemini will just be bouncing off the walls.
It can be very detached and aloof too.
Mm-hmm.
No offense.
I learned a lot about you tonight.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I know. Thanks, Sarah, for that.
I appreciate you a lot.
We're going to have a talk later. Apparently, you're a snake, and that means you probably ate all of mine.
Snake and then somebody
well, rabbits are a good fit for me, and you've ate them all, I guess.
That said I had tiny balls. You know me so well.
I will tell you, though, Tauruses have a good sense of humor.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
We try.
Eric can really make anyone laugh. He really can.
Yeah, that's how my dad is, too. Where did Chris Watts go wrong? Because he didn't seem very... Well, I guess maybe we never saw him.
It has to be his specifics. It has to be.
Yeah. It's that foundational wounding, I think, just messed him up. And he never sought help for it. So he just kept sweeping it under the rug like it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he was kind of, because I always wonder, you see him at the concerts or the Thrive conventions and stuff, and he seemed to be having a good time, just more in a more mellow way,
No, totally. I wouldn't have thought that he needed it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at their stuff together. They, like I said, they would have done well with Thrive and traveling and doing all of that. So I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I can't wait to look at NKs is all I can say.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to go eat dinner here in a minute, but this was fun.
I think I want to do one too, where I
he had like
her Shanann and see what happens with that too.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Brittany, you're roboting again. You're coming in and out. There's like a delay and it's going like
a little bit of a goofy side.
She's probably going to drop any moment now and come back.
No worries. I probably have to go soon too because it's bedtime over here.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on. That was I'm so glad you emailed me that because it was so much more perfect than
I was sitting there and I was like, should I email him? I don't want to step on anybody's toes. And my guides were like, just do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. That was fun. And we'll do it again for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate you both so much. I thank you.
Yeah. And I don't know if Brittany's here or not because she would. Brittany, are you here?
Hey, girl.
She's trying.
Mhm.
She's trying.
So I'm just going to, my email address as well is sarah@alchemybystars.com. So if you ever want to reach out that way,
Okay.
or just alchemybystars.com. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. And you guys, I'm going to put your link in the chat one more time, and I'll wait for Brittany to come back so we could say bye to everybody. But thank you so much, Sarah.
No worries. You guys have a good night, and I will talk to you later, Robbie and Brittany.
Okay.
Bye, you
Talk
guys.
later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, I'm going to put her link in the chat while we're waiting for Brittany to come. Oh, we booted Brittany. Now this is my show. I'm taking over, and I don't care who knows it. All right, so here's Sarah's channel. There we go. I can't pin it. I think maybe if Brittany comes back, she can pin it. While I'm waiting for Brittany, I could pull a group card if you want me to. I can't go on camera, though, because that's why she keeps getting booted. She was saying to stay off camera tonight. So let's see. I'm going to do some angel cards. And let's do, hold on, who wants a card? We'll test my intuition until Brittany comes back. I'll hold down the fort. Let's do John. Let's do John. So I'm going to go with my intuition, John, and I'm seeing salads. I'm seeing like healthy. Remember, the way we do it is I test to see what's the first thing that comes to mind. I'm seeing like greens and stuff, but I'm almost seeing like this is like torture to you. But are you trying to go on a green diet, either doctor recommended or like some sort of personal trainer? Because you got the card that says do some research as well. And it says you need more information about the situation, so look into it further before proceeding. Oh, here's Brittany.
Hey, sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was like, I was saying bye to Sarah for you because I was like, she'll be back in a minute. This happens. So I was entertaining the crowd with my tarot cards until you came back.
Awesome. I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you had her come on with us too. Like, she really taught me a lot. Like, I mean, really, there's probably a lot I still didn't understand, but both of you are just so talented.
Yeah. Well, like I said, just look up videos and stuff. And seriously, you'll be blown away. It's so interesting. Oh, there she is in the chat. Thank you again, Sarah.
Continue your readings.
Ooh, okay. I'll do a couple more and then I'll do one for you as well.
Oh.
Let's see who else. Let's do Sean, or what was it? Let's do Tipsy Girl. Oh, I was trying to highlight the comment. I can't highlight on your stream. Okay.
Oh, wait, Girl. I can. Which one do you want me to highlight?
Oh, it's okay. But I'm reading Tipsy Girl.
Okay.
So Tipsy Girl, I'm seeing something with gum. I almost want to say, do you chew sugar gum, like gum with sugar in it? Because I'm seeing maybe switch to sugar-free gum if you haven't. Seeing something bad with the teeth with sugar chewing. And you got, ooh, hold on. Ooh, you got business venture, Tipsy. So trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. Spit your gum out if you have a job interview. That's what it's telling you.
She's been helping me so much, Robbie, and she gets more stressed than I do with all the things going on. And she's so amazing.
It's hard, Brittany. I mean, and I know what you mean. Some of my friends, they'll be like, oh my God, I feel so bad. Or I cried for you because I saw someone make a video of this or that. And I'm like,
yeah,
you cried for me? I'm like, don't, they're just assholes. Like,
that's what I told her.
Yeah.
Like, just ignore them. Just ignore them. They'll get over it. They'll move on. You know, they don't have nothing better to do. They just want to hurt us. Don't let it hurt you because that's what they want.
Yeah. And you can also look at it as free advertisement as well.
She said, I keep finding my son's gum everywhere. Oh,
okay. All righty.
Shit.
All right. Let's do Sean's Princess. Okay. Sean's Princess. I'm seeing a bridge with like water under the bridge. Sean's Princess. And I think this has something to do with you letting it be water under the bridge with somebody. Too. I'm seeing a stubborn. See? Oh, you know what, Brittany? After I pull this card, you should test your intuition on me, and I'll let you know, shit. Or on somebody, just to test it. Okay. Hold on, let me pull a card for Sean's Princess. Oh, Sean's Princess got a business venture as well. So trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. This might be interfering. You're not letting water go under the bridge because of a career opportunity. Maybe it's holding you back, Sean's Princess.
That makes a lot of sense.
You bet your sweet ass. All right. All right.
Okay.
Clear your mind and pick somebody, anybody. And the first thing after you think about them or look at their name, you have to say the first thing that pops to your mind and don't hold back.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let me try this. So how do you normally clear your mind, Robbie? What do you do?
So just well, normally I do it with sage or whatever. Just picture a clean slate in your head, blank, like a blank page.
Okay.
Like you're looking at a blank white piece of paper, and then pick your person and what pops up on that sheet of paper.
Okay. Lindsay. I'm seeing like beautiful scenery. And like travels. Do you have any new travels coming up? Like somewhere beautiful, somewhere you've never been, maybe.
Let's see what she says. Are you seeing anything specific on it? Like
flowers on trees, kind of like Mississippi-ish looking, like, you know, with the moss and stuff, like the purple moss.
Okay. And that
I'm really gonna fail at this, I bet, but that's what I've seen.
You never know. And that was who? Who was that?
Lindsay.
Lindsay. How come I don't see a Lindsay in chat?
Well, it's Lab Geek, but oops.
Oh.
I just, you know what I mean.
Did you see what she said?
No, what'd she say?
She said, "Yes, girl, I'm moving."
Oh shit. Are you
try another one?
Like with a lot of flowers?
See?
That's what I'm curious about, because I see a lot of flowers.
Now you can also, like, you know, you see a picture in your head. Sometimes it can represent a bunch of different stuff.
Okay.
So it's all what you lean with your intuition.
Okay. Man, this is pretty cool.
She said the yard is gorgeous.
Oh shit. Well, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, I'm so proud.
Try it on. Wait, which one are you like drawn to? Try whoever.
Okay, let me do this again. Let me clear my mind. Oh
Okay.
gosh. I'm like nervous. Like my heart's like blah, 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 blah.
It's so true though. Like once you practice your intuition, you get that automatic feedback of somebody saying either yes or no, like just confirming if you were right or wrong.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to clear the slate, clearing it. Okay. John, let's see what I can get with you. John, do you like to fish?
See, and I like how you asked it too, because it popped. You're like, you like to fish?
Yeah. I see like somebody fishing.
Oh, now this could either be a spirit coming through that was a fisher, or it could be him. You don't know.
Oh my gosh, this is
you
so
kind
cool.
of that's how you do a reading. You just kind of confirm, and then
he
said
fish.
I hate fish.
Maybe that's what it is.
But wait a minute, you could be like somebody could be trying to speak through you that loved to fish.
Well, was somebody close to you, maybe that's passed away, that loved to fish, John?
Do you see anything with that?
That's
why I do it like.
Right, like Sadie, she hates to fish, but we love to fish, and we take her fishing a lot. And she's like, "God, I hate this." So maybe
fishing makes me sad.
I love fishing.
I love crab legs, though.
I don't know why that came to my mind, but it did. Like I looked at John and I was like, fishing.
Mm-hmm.
My dad
took me fishing.
Oh,
see? Told you could be picking up on something. All right, try me, Brittany. Sorry for your loss, by the way, John. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are sorry, John. Okay, let me try. Let me clear my mind.
Now, hold on. I'm going to think of something in my head and see if you pick up on it.
I will not get it. I will not get it. Okay, but let's try. Okay, so I'm clearing it.
Okay, I'm thinking of, this is a very strange thing, maybe possible. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just thinking of something in my head. What am I thinking about?
Okay, let me try.
We'll see. We'll test their intuition in the chat too. What am I thinking about, guys? First thing that comes to your mind.
Going to the pet store.
No.
The cat meowed.
Actually, you want to know what? The first thing I thought of was my hamster, and I said, no, that's too easy. So I'm thinking of something else.
Okay. All right. What are you thinking of? I don't think I'll get it.
Not chapsticks. I was thinking of Pac-Man, the video game.
Oh, like the jump. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Tom was trying to tell me he was cheating. He's like, meow.
See,
so then I thought of Carol. Yeah, I thought of Carol as soon as he meowed.
See that, but see, you guys you went with your first intuition, and that's funny because that's the first thing I thought of, and then I changed it. So maybe that's what you picked up on.
That may be it. Or either I just, you've got this. So you know. Now, so do you want to try reading me?
Yes, I do. So think of
Okay.
something in your head.
Okay.
And then I'll do an actual reading on you, but I want to guess and see. And you guys test your intuition in the chat and see if you can guess what's in her head. So I'm clearing my mind, and let me know when you're thinking of it in your head.
It's weird because I've already thought of it, and I know it's not hard. So, but it's not
like
easy
a screwdriver, like a tool.
Well, that could be it because I was thinking of Eric, and he needs to fix some shit around here. So.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's a tool. Like, what?
He's a tool. Yeah, I mean,
Wait a minute. Tipsy Girl is saying I was right. Wait, are you talking about mine? Or which one were you right about, Tipsy?
I was right.
I'm very interested. Okay, now I'm going to just read you real fast, Brittany, and I'm going to pull a card for you.
I'm super excited.
So the first thing that I'm seeing is a couch, almost like you're having to possibly either fix a couch or throw it away.
That's
so
fucking weird. Because my couch has the first burn on it, and I've got to sew it. And then also, I've been talking about getting a new couch and the fact that we have to move. So that all plays into that. That's crazy.
Oh, she said Carol. Okay, so I also pulled a card for you, Brittany, that says easy does it. Now this could mean like with your couch, if you're trying to move it, whatever you're trying to do, it's saying easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. See, it's fun testing it, right?
Yeah. You're so good at it though. I mean, you really are.
Well, you just got to be around people that are open, because otherwise it's fun to do. It's not just,
exactly
serious.
But you do have a seriously good way about it. You know what I mean? Like you have good intuition. Like you seem to be really connected with like spirits and stuff, Does that make sense?
Let me tell you something. When I was 19 years old, my boyfriend, hey, Pink Sugar, my boyfriend would bring this guy around that he worked with at Lone Star, the steakhouse restaurant. And this guy was supposedly straight, right? And every time I was around them or heard of this guy's name, I was like, the first thing that came to my mind, and I would fight with my boyfriend. I said, you're cheating on me with that guy. No, I'm not. He's straight. I work with him. He lied to me until we broke up. 2 years later, I want to say about 2 or 3 years later, me and my friends were just playing around in the porn store. You know how, you're of age, you just go look at toys and just to be silly and goofy. So we're looking at the videos. Guess who's on the cover of the porno? My boyfriend and that guy wearing my sweater. Okay, let me tell you something about that sweater, Brittany. I took that sweater with me when we broke up. So he was doing porn behind my back.
That's so bad. I'm so sorry, Robbie.
Oh, no. Don't be sorry. You want to know what I did?
What?
I marched my ass to the cash register. I bought the movie. I marched my ass. This is before, you could print stuff out. Like internet was real handy. I mean, it was, but we didn't have phones and all that. I go to Walgreens and I blow it up on the photo printer. I blow the cover of it up and I put it in a giant envelope and I mail it to his parents. And I said, your son is a porn star.
That's fucking hilarious. Yes, that was awesome. I'm so proud of you. Wonderful. And did you get anything back in the mail?
I didn't put a return address. I had a restraining order in the past. I didn't want to, get in trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, he literally cheated on me in porno, and that's not the only one. There was 7 other videos he was in with this guy.
Are you serious? And in your fucking sweater, like that shit.
Yeah, it was my Banana Republic sweater, and I'm not even into fashion.
Right? Bitch, that's mine. Like, are you serious?
Well, see, that confirms, though, that he was, in fact, doing it while we were together because, I took that sweater when we broke up.
Exactly. Your intuition was 100%, and there's no way around it because, like you said, you took it with you.
Yep. Must be a Gemini thing. Yeah, so I was going to jail when you find out your boyfriend's cheating on you.
Okay, I fixed that. All righty.
What happened?
Oh, it's not even worth touching on. Just somebody being a troll.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We love Robbie here. And Robbie loves me. He puts up with my ass, so I'm not going to have none of that. Yeah. But anyways, I swear you really, like I said, you have it. You have it. And that affirmed it for you there. But I mean, just like the toe thing. Oh my God. That day that whenever you read me that I was having a really hard day. And I remember there's just no way. Like you just all of a sudden just the toe. And then that woman's son had to have his ingrown toenail removed or whatever. I remember.
Yes. Yeah. She sent me a picture of like his
Yes.
ingrown, like,
And you got that right away. Like, bam, you know?
Yeah. And then there's some times where like I'll think of something, but then like I'll hold back from saying it. So I'll be like, oh, and I'll think of something else on purpose and then like get it wrong. Cause you don't want to do that. You want to say the first thing that comes to mind so that, you know, otherwise you're making stuff up. Be like, oh, I don't want to say that. I'll think of something else, you know?
Right. So you just got to say whatever comes to your mind.
Absolutely.
Well, that's smart. That's really smart. I mean, like, and it, you know, it is true. That's like, I'm really bad about with like people, for example. My first gut intuition will be like, with not everybody, but certain people, you know, be like, Brittany, no, they're not here for good things. And then me being me, I try to like convince myself that I'm wrong and I try to make it fit. And then it fudges me every time. Every time.
Well, I know, especially you kind of remind me of, I had a Pisces female friend. Her name was Jeannie. We just lost touch, but she was very, very, let me see if you're this type of person. When she was around somebody she didn't like, she would be extremely quiet, but extremely bitchy. So she would let you know, she did not like you, but she really would just say it with her eyes to people.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
I have that resting bitch face too, though. Sometimes like people will judge me just based off of that. You know what I mean? And not get to know me. And then when they get to know me, they're like, well, you know, my first intuition about you really wasn't correct. Like, you know, just because I have that like mean bitchy face, I guess. I don't know.
I think every Pisces female has that, to be honest.
It's probably
really
true.
But you guys are also blunt. You have no problem telling somebody, hey, you have something on your face. Let me get it.
Yeah.
You know, or grab it. You don't like to embarrass them. But like with me as a Gemini, we have a hard time telling like somebody, if someone's like, do I look like shit? And if they do look like shit, well, I will, but I'll say it in a nice way. Like I'll try to beat around I'm like, what is the most non-offensive way? Like a Pisces will just say it offensive. Be like, you look like shit today. It's okay. It's okay. You look like shit. Just try again tomorrow. Now, if I'm mad, and this is a Pisces thing too, I'm a Gemini. So if I'm mad, I go, and this is a problem that I'm working on, especially in my sobriety, I go straight for the throat and I will go for whatever I know will hurt the worst. Right. And Pisces do that too.
I think I've been guilty of that for sure. You know, and it's sad, but I do try like in ways, like if there's something, I try to be kind too, like you said, but you're right. I'm very blunt. That is true. 100% true. And like, if somebody's been a piece of shit to me, like you just said, I will go for the jugular but it takes a lot to get that out of me, if that makes sense.
Oh, definitely. Like if you want bluntness from a Gemini, because we will tell you the truth, but we'll sugarcoat the truth. If you want me to be blunt, piss me off.
Yes.
That's the best way for me to be blunt, because then I'm like, I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah. I have a bad, like I really am super, super honest, you know. Like you can ask anybody around me, but I come at it in the best way I can. But like I said, if it's somebody's being a really bad person, like I'm not at all, like I don't sugarcoat it. I just say it as it is.
Absolutely. Yeah. See, Amber's saying she changed. I'm in the process, Amber. I'm getting there.
You're so amazing, Robbie. You're amazing.
Well, I mean, if I'm not, then I try and I reset, you know,
you don't even need to try. You're just amazing. And I love your faith. I love so many things about you, but you're good-hearted. And, you know, you've been around however long on YouTube and you've stayed that way. You know, you just have a huge heart. You're not out for nobody's blood or anything to get here again or there. You know, you just are who you are and you grow because you're amazing.
Yeah. And Brittany, I know like this is not practicing what I preach because I have a problem with this, but when you see people if they make mean videos of you or trolling or whatever it is, you know, people come in and say mean stuff in chats or whatever, just the best way to deal with that, seriously is
I
to,
need this
like,
help,
if I
yeah.
could give any advice, would be ignore it, because I don't take my own advice and then make the problem worse, you know.
That's
But
what I've
just know
done.
that you're loved, and there's lots of, like, sometimes I feel bad because people either come to my channel or talk to me in other chats because we want to have a good time. They don't want to see me screaming at people on my channel all the time.
Yeah.
And that's happened a lot. I'll be like, you motherfuckers.
You get tired of it though. It's so like, it can be very like stressful. It can. So I understand, you know, and I know they don't want to see it, but you know, it's so weird. It's like the good people can't defend themselves, but it's okay for people to go real life to do all these things. And then I don't know, but yeah, but I really do appreciate that advice. I really do. And I've been trying. I'm working on it. I really am trying so hard just to bite my tongue and not say anything.
Well, I have a friend on here. Her channel's Brutally Lauren. And she told me one time, she said, you know, a lot of time the people will go real life or whatever is if they can't beat you on the internet, they try to beat you in real life because they're frustrated they can't do it on the internet. But it's important to remember because when people make videos of you, it could be a blessing or a curse, or when they troll you, because I don't like looking back at old videos of people clip me when I was screaming or back when I used to drink and stuff, but it's there. So it's also a blessing because I'm like, I don't ever want to act like that again. You know, if I see it pop up, I'll watch it because we see our behavior. We're able to, you know, watch it and rewind.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, I think about this too. Like, I've made videos about people. So, you know, these people are making videos about me. So that's what I said, you know, to my friends. I'm like, you guys, how am I going to get mad? Like, you know, I've made videos about people. I try to go like just truth, and I don't try to go into their real lives, and I tell people not to do that. But I've still made videos about people. So to me, it's like, this is what I'm getting. But now when they brought Sadie into it or my team members, that's not cool, you know? And they seen that that's what bothered me. So now what are they doing? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And like Tipsy Girl saying, she's saying they think she's a homophobic racist. Someone's called me a homophobe on here. Okay. I'm like, you could ask any man that I've slept with. I'm definitely not homophobic. And, you know, back when I would drink, there was this video where we were joking. We were on panel with me, the gay guy. We had a Jewish guy on panel. And it was 4 of us. We were joking. And they brought up you've probably seen the video. It's called Robbie Goes to the Holocaust Cafe. Well, they said, oh, well, you know, we're on panel with this guy. And they're like, and one of them was Jewish. And he was like, oh, Jamie, the other girl on panel, she eats at the Holocaust Cafe. And so we started naming off, you know, oh, what would be the items on the menu and blah, blah, blah. So, of course, they took that and they've been running with that for a year. So,
did you say that I'm a booger eater? Like they took I was pretending because somebody had said that. They took that and used it and said I eat my, like, I mean, just crazy shit. And I'm like, is that supposed to hurt my feelings? Because I think it's funny. Like, you know, like, do you really think it bothers me?
Well, and you know what? It takes a lot to get up here, even without your video. So whether you're on video or not, you know, it makes you vulnerable. And so if people say mean stuff or they're going to catch you at a bad, some people freeze frame my face when I'm making a weird, like, you know.
I love when you do that.
So of course they're going to find like the worst in you because they want everybody to not like you just as much as they don't.
Yes, that's the truth. That's the truth. And Robbie, I just thank you. You're amazing and you are good to everyone. And I appreciate that. I mean, literally to everyone. Like, you're just amazing. And to see people say anything bad about you, that's what I was telling Tips. I said, listen, there's always going to be someone that has something bad to say because look at, like, for example, Robbie, he's amazing. There's nothing that anyone should have bad to say, but because people are jealous and stuff, they come up with something. They're going to come up with something.
Yeah.
You know, but you do such a good job and I'm proud of you.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm on here to like have fun, you know, and then of course I'm guilty of, I mean, sometimes I'll read something somebody says to me or something. And it's like, I need to learn to not let it get to me. Cause when my mouth opens, it doesn't shut until I hurt someone's feelings. And I don't
but
like
it's fucking hard, ain't it? It is. I mean, I can relate to that. I don't judge you at all on any of that stuff because when people are doing those things, sometimes it's hard to hold back. It really is. And even in those moments, I mean, I still appreciate you for being 100%, you know?
Well, and you know, we don't know we don't know the full details of people on the internet.
No.
You know, maybe some people don't like the way we talk about true crime or a certain case or political views or whatever it is. But that's just like just like being gay is a tiny part of me. You know, I joke about being gay all the time because it loosens up people that maybe are uncomfortable with it. And I use humor a lot. Because it's an icebreaker.
Just as you are. Too. And I appreciate you and your content. Like I said, before I ever started doing any of this, we watched you for a long time. And when we would be upset or sad or whatever, we'd watch you and I always felt so much better. And it actually gave me the courage to start commenting to you, you know?
Yeah, that's what I like. And I'm sure you're here not to fight with people. You're here to, you know, entertain and talk about things you're interested in and what other people can share with you.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, I have been guilty. I like to talk about the truth, but you know, I don't even know that. I don't know. Because it just makes me feel weird now. You know, am I doing the same thing when you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to do that.
Well, but you could recognize that. And thank you guys, by the way, and that you guys are sweet. It's good that you could at least recognize that because, you know, a lot of people will say, oh, it's a pattern of behavior. Look, she or he, they keep blowing up or they get mad and then they apologize. And when people tell me that, I'm like, well, thank you for pointing that out to me that it's a cycle because at least I have the balls to apologize and say what I did wrong. There's so many people out there that if they just admitted they did wrong, it wouldn't feel good for the other person. It would feel good for themselves.
Yeah.
Because it feels good to say, damn, I fucked up. I'm sorry. If that feels good to me.
Yeah. And like Angela said, I always say the truth is not bullying. I don't try to bully anyone. I really don't. And I like to talk about the truth. But there again, you know, I don't know. It's just weird. And I just don't want to make anybody feel bad if they're not bad, which I've always been honest about the things I've said. And a lot of the things being said on the other side of that aren't always, well, they're definitely not true. But, you know, it's still hurtful either way. And I see that and I recognize it. And like you said, you know, that does, I guess, let us see our pattern or whatever. And we can at least recognize and apologize for those things.
Yeah. Like apologize for being a shitty person. And I'll do it too.
We're not always perfect. So.
Hell, no, I'm not ever perfect.
You are too. You really are. You're close. You really are. If I could pick anybody that was close, it would be you.
Oh,
and that's not me. That's not me butter coating anything or sugar coating anything. That's the truth. Like, I think you're pretty awesome. I admire you.
I appreciate that. See, and that's another thing too. You can sign in and people will be so nice and say the nicest things and stuff. That's what you need to focus on, really.
Yeah, that is true. You know, I've always tried to ignore the bad and just focus on the good. And then, you know, I did get a little vulnerable there for a while, but it was because of my child.
I thought you said you got a boner. I was like, oh,
no,
wait, hold on. Rewind. What did you just
If I, you know, I've always wondered what that would be like too.
Well, you know.
I'm asked Eric. I'm like, so what does that feel like?
Hey, Amy.
Because I don't know.
I was just looking. We've been on 2 hours. It feels like we've been on for a half hour. That's crazy.
Because we've had a good time. And I thank you, Robbie. I was so nervous just because of shit that has been going on, you know, and I'm really thankful for you. Like, you have no clue. I'm now not depressed.
Well, good. I'm glad. And just I know it's hard, but just keep focused on, like, you have so many good people in your chat and, you know, just in this big, giant YouTube world. And there's so many cool people that I was saying this before. It's exhausting enough spending time on here doing good stuff and having a good time. It's, you know, I mean, sometimes you'll have sleepless nights or you catch yourself checking messages or emails from YouTube. It's exhausting. So why would you want to exhaust yourself on the negative parts of it? It's already tiring enough and it's positive.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I dread it now. Like, truth, I'm going to be honest. Like, I dread checking my messages in the morning. I'm like, oh God, what's it going to say now? You know?
Yeah.
And you know, I know that, like, maybe I shouldn't say it, but I do try to be very honest. So, I mean, it's just true. Like, it used to be, I was so excited to talk to these people, to help whoever I could, do whatever. And it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, oh, fuck, I don't even want to look at it. So I wait till like 4 o'clock in the evening to even look at my phone now. I mean, that's why it took me so long today. Plus, we had company.
Yeah. Well, you have to. Everybody says, oh, I'm going to take a break or leave for a week or whatever. you have to do that with like your phone, period, not just YouTube, but you know, you got to collect everything, all your thoughts, spend time with your family or yourself or hamsters, whatever the hell you have. And because otherwise you're not resting enough to come on and bring something good.
That's right.
To YouTube.
That's 100%, because I've been off my game for like a week, you know, and I feel like tonight I've really kind of gathered myself back. I've actually laughed, you know, some tonight and stuff. So I thank you guys for that. You and Sarah both. Well,
I'm laughing at you, not with you.
It's okay. No, I know it was in a good manner if you were.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me on. And I'm going to go eat some dinner and put my feet up. But this was fun. I like doing stuff like this and coming on other people's channels and stuff. It's nice.
Well, thank you for coming on. I love you to death. You know that.
I love you too.
And not in like my serial killer, like sharing Zodiac people kind of way.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'm flattered.
I love you to death. But anytime you're welcome. Anytime. We adore you.
All right. Well, I'm going to hop off. But thank you. And thank you guys for hanging out. And thank you again for coming on and showing us that whole chart. All of that was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And Sarah, thank you for doing that.
Yes. And thank you, Sarah, for all the wise words and, you know, the research.
I thought you were talking about the chart that I showed you. And then I was like, well, maybe not. I don't know. But I did really, really get myself educated on that person. Yeah.
Well, good. Good.
Thank you, Robbie.
Yeah, thank you. And I will talk to you guys later.
All right. We love you.
Love you too. Bye, guys.
Bye. Well, that was a wonderful show, you guys. Tips, did you get the link? Hang on. Eric, send the link to Tipsy. Well, I'll just post it in the chat. I'm going to bring Tips up for a minute, see what her thoughts are on tonight's show. So what did you guys think? Have you learned anything tonight? And I hope none of you felt like any like personal things about any of the signs that we discussed. You know that we love you guys no matter what. Oh, wait, that's not the right. Did I put the link in? Yeah, I did. Okay. There, I posted it again, Tips. But I think tonight went really well. And it was like a fresh breath of air, like, you know, just so much learning. And I think that like our personal zodiac signs can say so much about who we are. After talking with Robbie and learning about other Taurus males, I was like, holy shit. Because Eric and Chris are both Tauruses, right? And they're both so quiet. And it's just unique to find out. What'd you think, Tips?
Oh my God, tonight was so awesome. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you, Sarah.
Yes, Alexis Burchell, he done for AD. That was hilarious. He always puts me in a good mood. My voice sounds better tonight, says Sophie. I think so too. I think I'm healing from the inside out.
Yeah, I think you get better.
What did I just tell you earlier, Tipsy, about me and Eric? I think we have
the COVID.
Yes. Like, I don't know if it's stress or if it's COVID, but it's definitely one of the two.
Yeah, you've been a little off, but you can tell you just don't feel good.
Yep. Let's see. He makes me laugh. So surround yourself with more. Exactly, Alexis. And, you know, my team, they're so amazing, and I love them so much. Tipsy, I love you dearly.
I love you. You're awesome.
And everyone. Can I smell? You know, I don't really know if I can smell. I don't know. I think I can smell. But someone told me that not everyone that gets it has that same symptom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can smell. It's just everything I eat tastes weird. Like I can't hardly eat. I think it might just be stress. It's probably what it is.
I think that's what it is too. Well, yeah, we've been stressed. But tonight was awesome. Thank you so much, Robbie. I love that you stay neutral and you support everybody. That's what everybody should do.
Yep. That's true.
Give Carol love for us too.
Oh, we love you, Robbie.
Thanks, Jet's mom, for coming over.
Yeah, thanks, Jet's mom. I really do appreciate it. Let's see, you just need to correct the things you have said that are wrong. Yeah, and Jet's mom, I hope you know, well, I want to tell you privately. I don't even want to talk about those people that misguided me on that. But I am sorry to you because those people I've seen, they're doing the same thing to me. So, I mean, maybe I deserve it, because I listen to them, and it hurt other people like you, They tried to make me think that Tipsy is a troll, that you're a troll, that this person's that, and yeah. So I'm really sorry. I really am. I shouldn't have trusted the wrong people.
Don't trust Robbie. He has a knife. I love that knife.
That was so funny.
Did
Did everybody see that? I hope you did. So, Jet's mom, I do apologize to you for trusting the wrong people and for, thinking badly of you. I'm really sorry.
Yes, me too. Hey, Brittany.
Hey.
So how about Sarah tonight? She rocked it. Oh my gosh. She had us all engaged.
She is the damn bomb diggity bomb, honey.
Oh, I cannot wait to go watch her.
Right? I can't wait for her to tell me my cards. I don't know. But maybe not. I don't know.
I know. I'm scared. When Robbie called me out, I'm like, oh, please don't.
I'm going to bring up Jet's mom because I do owe her an apology.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Are you muted? Oh my God, that is such a pretty picture.
Yeah, you look. Guess what? I'm not Lana.
Right? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I want to tell you privately how things went down, but I owe you an apology, and I have the balls, to admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong.
I did tell Robbie you were a twat. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay. I could see why you think that. But I want to tell you how that happened, and you know how it began. And then when they tell me this, and I paid these people thinking they were, oh my God.
Listen, it doesn't matter how this all goes, because I'll tell you what, I even wrote them because I'm like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on.
Do you know what they told me?
Don't worry, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I don't want to be associated with any child annihilators.
Yeah, we don't. We don't need that.
Actually, here, I look like crap, but I'll turn my camera on so y'all can see. I am not.
You're beautiful.
Oh, I love your hair.
Oh, please. Oh, thank you. Bye.
You're so beautiful, and your photo is very pretty. And again, I'm sorry.
Thank you for your apology, and I hope you don't.
No, I'm sorry. I really am.
Again, a week later.
No. I'm done letting other people fucking make me think shit. I'm done. I'm going off of my instincts and mine alone. Never again am I allowing anyone to tell me anything. Fuck it. If I don't think it, it ain't true.
Well,
she's always right too.
I was telling Robbie. I was all pissed. I was like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? This is the whole problem. I never want a wrench, by the way, from anybody. FYI. I don't want a wrench. This is crazy shit. It's going down on YouTube. You guys are all like, just be nice. Yeah, and if you're going to say something nasty about somebody, spend $2, listen to Scott Reich, and do a background check, before you say bad things about people. Because I was getting emails on my all these random stuff that came from this. I don't know how they got my information.
Oh my God.
Well, I can tell you about that after this.
Sorry, honey.
Yeah,
it was sorry.
But here's the thing, even if by the way, I had a cold that day. And I think Lana has a better voice than me, to be honest.
Into the woods. We don't think you're a troll. And
no, into the woods.
And I know how that went down. I know. But I can also see why. I mean, I can understand because I've seen what they've done to me personally, and I'm sorry that it took that, but I can see it.
There might be some other people that may have also been brought down too that you might want to reach out to. If that's the case, I don't even need to know the whole story. It doesn't matter. I'm a nobody.
You're not a nobody. You're somebody.
We're working on it, Jet's mom. Will you tell them your other names? Your other name, like Margie?
Yeah, so if I am starting a channel, it's Get Down with CBD and Margie. And it's about CBD and just the health benefits. It's going to be fun. It's very light. Just
be careful because you've seen what people do.
Yes.
Yeah, at the same token, though, with when I'm doing like a healing platform, I'm going to go out with karma. I'm going to say, hey, I'm trying to help people. And I've already healed my son from his special needs issues through stem cells.
Right. We appreciate you, Margie, and I just really wanted to apologize to you, just based on that. I know that you were upset with me and Into the Woods. I do know, I know that whole story, and I'm not validating that part of it. I know, but the people that had told me that Margie was like Lana or Lana's girlfriend, that shit was stupid, and I fell for it, like because they told me some other stuff, which we'll not even discuss. But I validate you both, and
I can't wait. This will be an interesting conversation.
Oh, and also, can we just say, like, some of you that were blocked, we didn't know that you were. So we did make everything right.
Oh,
and
no. Into the Woods knows who blocked her over and over. And that is part of that little group that told me these things about this mom. And I'm thankful that I did tell you guys what was going on so that you would know.
Yeah.
That,
How about it?
Yeah, it's hard to even talk about, really. This is a private conversation that I need to have. Because I don't even want to say their names because that's what they want.
Oh, for other channels.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Yeah. How do you guys even have the guts to do this?
Oh, wow. Let's personally reach out to you. I stayed off Facebook for 2 weeks because of the death.
It's rough.
Threats. Into the Woods said she's going to personally reach out to you, Margie, to make things,
Aww.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
But I mean, I do understand why you were upset with me. I can fucking that's what they wanted to do. But what they didn't fucking think is that I'm a grown woman and I have the balls to admit when I'm wrong, even publicly.
That's all I was looking for, girl. And I appreciate you for saying that. So thank you, sweetheart.
Well, thank you. And I'm sorry. There for like the 500th time, but I really am.
I accept your apology.
Thank you. And I hope your channel does good. And if I can help, I will.
Yeah.
Just be careful. Be fucking careful because people, if you grow quickly, they want that. And then they will take advantage of you and tell you all this shit to fuck you up. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
I think that also, I know you mentioned your age. I'm about 10 years older than you. And there is
not look it
in my life where I really don't give a shit.
Right.
But for me, I think we got to create a community of just health.
I don't give a shit about a lot, but I give a shit about a lot. Does that make sense? I'm a very passionate, loving person. But then again, if somebody talks about me, I don't care. I really don't. But when they come after other people, that bothers me. Like my child, for example. What did she do? It's because I let them know that it bothered me,
I'm learning that a little bit the hard way. What's the word called when they come after your kids and they call CPS and stuff?
That's not what was done. No, they doxed my child.
Yeah, they doxed her.
Oh, they gave her name out?
And they made fun of her. Yeah, my child, my 9-year-old daughter.
And my son.
Yeah.
They say I'm a homophobic and I gay bash my son is gay and I'm a proud mom of that. I couldn't be more proud of him.
I would wish my son was gay. Jesus.
I'm telling you, he helps me with my outfits. He is dead on.
I'd be the best mom to a gay son.
My best friend in real life, his name's CJ, and he's gay. And I met him when right before I became pregnant with Sadie and Aiden, I was in cosmetology school. I had to quit cosmetology school because I was pregnant. And then when I lost Aiden, he never left me. He's never left my side. When everyone else did, they act like I had some type of COVID, because I was so depressed, he never left me.
I'm so sorry for your loss, by the way.
Thank you. But I learned a lot then, and I still learn a lot. It affects me still to this day. Over the past year, I wasn't even allowed to go to his grave because of things that went down with the house. Just so much shit I've seen with my own eyes that I never, out of people. And I've learned that even people in your close circle can be shits. That's why shit doesn't ever surprise me. So I really was oh, wow, I don't know what to think. And so again, I'm just glad that you came in here tonight. I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you. And one thing before I go is I'm just going to say, and I hate this saying, but there is a truth to it when they say God only gives you as much as you can handle.
Right.
And part of that story also comes down to you do learn who your people are and who your truth is when you go through adversity.
Yep.
Yes.
You learn.
Right. I was way too trusting of people.
Well, maybe you didn't know any better at that moment. And so
I wanted to
I understand, and I'm glad you shared that with me just now because I understand your skepticism and because you've been through a lot. You've been through some serious trauma, and that I can't even understand. I can't even understand, and most of us probably can't. So I respect you, and I do have a lot of empathy. Even every time I was mad at you, girl, I'd be like, I still love her. I still listen to her.
Well, that makes me feel good that you can still love me out of your.
I don't like her.
I love to hear that, but I hate that it even happened.
No, because you're fun. Like you have a good voice, and I think even the people you're mad at right now, I think if you can find a place.
You know what's sad? You know what's sad? I wasn't even mad at them. I thought we were still fucking friends, and then people are like sending me shit, and I'm like, what?
I don't even know what happened, to be honest, but
I don't either. It's for views. Like, I mean, fucking seriously, you're gonna do that to somebody just for that?
No, it's okay though. I mean, I was actually
but had they not, Margie, you know what? Had they not actually fucked me over, how would I have seen that that's what they were doing to you? To me, you know what I mean? Like clouding they tried to do the same thing with Tipsy, with anyone that was close to me, like, because she's on panel with me. So they wanted to get rid of Tipsy so that, why?
That's where it comes back down to what you're talking about, that gut instinct.
She's got a good one.
Into the Woods. Can I bring Into the Woods up a minute, Margie?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to post the link.
So I'm going to pops the link. I'm going to use that.
I'm going to pops the link. I'm so glad you're here, though. Like, for real. When I said that, I meant it. I was like, I'm really glad you're here because I needed to clarify those things.
Oh, you guys, don't worry about it. It's okay.
I'm sending an apology to Robbie, by the way, because he's got my wrath from all of this.
I know, but that's okay too. He still loves everybody. That's what I'm talking about. He's like the bomb.
That's why I love him. Yeah, he stays neutral. He loves everybody.
I know. I can see though. Like, I'm a grown ass woman. Like, I know why you were mad. I can see it now. I didn't see it then, but I see it now. Not good.
It was embarrassing because on your birthday, I was literally like, oh, I don't want to. I know she's nervous for her information. I texted Robbie, like, I'd like to send her flowers. What if I send you money? Could you send her flowers?
People had me thinking like that you were going to like murder me. They told me you had sent a hitman after me.
Seriously.
Not joking. Yeah, they sent an email and it did say that. I don't know that it wasn't like, messed with, but yes, swear to God. I swear on my life. Hey, Into the Woods.
What's up, everybody?
How are you? Where have you been?
Well, I was off YouTube for a while because the 22nd was my mom's 8 months, and then we lost my mother's mom, or my mother-in-law's mother, on the 23rd. And I messaged you, and I told you a lot of stuff because I told you I was planning on. I didn't want to do this, but I reached out to a really good friend of mine, Nunya. She actually mods for Robbie, and she knows me very well. She knows exactly who I am. She's seen everything that went down before, and it took everything I had to come on panel. And I could cry right now because I'm like shaking. Because when I saw Jet's mom, I thought, okay, well, I've stayed off both of the channels for quite a while. I just needed a break because I was with my family.
Right.
And then I thought, well, I went ahead and popped into Robbie's, I think just like yesterday or something like that. And then I was like, man, I can't even go to certain channels. I don't know what to do. And then I saw this huge divide. But what did I tell you?
Yep.
I told you. I
remember who was blocking you? Do you remember?
And by the way, I don't have anything on because I've been upset today. So hold on a minute.
Okay.
This is me.
You're so beautiful. Oh my God.
Yourself, but you are beautiful.
Hold on a minute. And you and I need to talk, by the way. I'm just shaking because Mark, it took a lot and I thought long and hard about coming up, but in reality, you can't really help who brings things to you, Brittany. And how just floored I was that I didn't even know what threats. I thought you meant about the other thing, the other person,
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my God, I'm not making. As a matter of fact, hell, here we go.
Do you know why Margie was so mad at me?
Hold on a minute. My first name is Lindsay. Okay, I'm done with this shit. I'm done. I'm not going to show my last name But Brittany,
No,
you have
no.
my first and last name. You have my phone number, right?
Yes.
Oh, girl.
Hold on a minute.
You don't have to.
Can you guys? I'm going to though. Can you see what that says?
Yes.
Yes.
Columbine High School.
Okay. Can I show you one more thing?
You don't have to do this if you don't want to, Lindsay.
I'm going to because I will
Okay.
never ever go through this again.
Oh, we know. We know how it feels.
We're coming up on the
Well,
anniversary.
I don't know how
so
that
sick.
feels.
I just got my alumni sweatshirt in the mail. Look at this. And then of course here, like nobody, I was blocked, but look.
Have you been blocked since?
Do you guys see my alumni?
I can't, but
What does that say? 2001, right?
Yep. Yes.
I was
That's
a
a
sophomore.
Columbine?
So anybody that lies or says that I wasn't a part of that can fuck themselves.
Oh, bless your heart.
I was like told that somehow I was like, I knew what, you know who, the other lady that, and God bless her. Everybody makes mistakes in their life. And if anything, like a lot of people didn't want to listen to me a long time ago when I was trying to say, I understand. Cause I saw, Dylan Klebold's mom on TED Talk, and she, poor thing, blamed herself. And I just have I have a lot of compassion for people. And then, you know what, I kind of explained what happened to me before.
Yes.
So I wanted nothing. So it took a lot for me to come back to YouTube, a lot.
Right.
Because I mean, I was lied to. I was catfished for a year. You know, I thought a best friend of mine really had cancer, and my mom was dying of cancer the whole time. And
That's so sad.
but when I saw Margie on there, I started texting my friend, and I was just like, I'm shaking. Because I was like, if she's okay, then what the hell happened with me? Like, I thought, I would have never ever.
No,
she has the messages too, and so do I. I genuinely was confused. Was I not, Margie?
I honestly,
Well, Brittany has them. I sent them to her.
right.
So
you and I on Facebook.
No. You and I connected on Discord, and I was confused because you kept saying that these people were treating you bad, and I was like, well, just go where you're welcome. And then the next thing I know, I saw some information that had me a little rattled, and I was like, shit, like, what do I do? So I thought about it for a long time, and I talked to my husband. He's like, well, you need to tell the creator. I was like, okay. After
And
that, it wasn't even 24 hours. I was called a troll, and I was blocked.
And I unblocked you how many times? And I told
Several.
you about it. I told you. And that's just like with Tipsy. Do you know that they even blocked Tipsy?
Why?
Because they were trying to fuck me up, I guess. I don't know, like they're doing now.
Because we're so close.
Man.
I mean, I guess there's a lot of negative. I think as a group, as all of us, because I found this is the interesting thing. I found you and everybody, Robbie included, through this negative energy around somebody that we're all consistently agree with. We do not like people making fun of, people that are murdered and have been annihilated by their husbands that are in prison. So ultimately, we all agree on one thing.
Right.
So
and what I was saying into the woods about Margie is that, now that I have seen the same people that were blocking you remember who I told you?
Yes.
They were the ones that had, well, I mean, there was a little bit with Margie before that, and it kind of scared me just because, I didn't really, it came to me in the form of someone else who clearly wasn't, didn't have my best interest in their interests. And that clouded my vision of Margie. But I kept trying to connect with her because I want, like she's saying, I wanted to like her. And then, but, in contacting you or whatever she said, I can forgive her for that. I just hope that everyone else can too, because the people that were guiding me were wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We don't have to name them or give them clout or whatever they look for.
What happened for me to send that last nasty email, FYI, which is kind of funny.
See, that's scary. and that's the thing, is that I kept saying to Brittany, I go, you have to have ironclad proof. I said, I've seen channels go down, and she was new. And I actually started watching Robbie back when he first got his channel. I had my real first and last name, and Nunya's like, don't do that.
Right.
And so, and again, I like to believe people because I know what it's like to not be believed, because I have invisible illness, and I go on my own, like, to where, like, if somebody has an issue, like, I don't follow the crowd. But this is something that I saw that it genuinely freaked me out, because I was catfished so bad. And Nunya can back me up on that, and so can several other people on YouTube. And I haven't even went after this girl and blew up her little lies. It's just not worth it to me.
Yeah.
But I finally come back to YouTube, and, like, thought, I was like, all cozy, all good. And then the first Discord I come onto, and then the first Facebook group, it was in 7 days, boom, problem. The thing is I started off over at that other group, Brittany, ironically.
Yeah.
Then I found 80. Then I found Blether. Then I came to you, and we all had such a good time. And then I'm like, okay, well, but anyway, I will reach out
Blether is
to
a catfish. She is.
Margie on my own.
What if we all make fun of each other?
Justine, is that let me look at the chat. Is that the real Justine?
I don't see who you're talking about. Oh, up here, Justine. I don't know who's Justine.
Justine, do you have mixed connective tissue disease? Trying to not, like, blow you out of the water here.
Oh my gosh.
If she does, then I know who it is, and she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, Justine. Okay, see her?
Yes, girl.
She knows what I went through.
I'm so sorry about
Justine, I still talk to Nunya. So, yeah, my mom passed away, Justine.
Okay. Into the Woods. Yeah, we definitely need to connect.
Yeah, we will.
But I just want you guys to know that I just want everybody to get along,
Yeah.
I love everybody, and it is scary, and you have been through so much, and I've not ever wanted to tell anyone any of that information. That's, whatever you want to tell, that's what we'll talk about. Other than that, that's your private info. You know what I mean? And I respect you. You've been so kind to me. But they were, like, blocking you over and over and kept saying, oh, she's just a troll. She said this about Kay or Cam. I'll put it that way. Well, I'm not going to say their name. Cam and Carton.
Oh, just said their name.
Cam and Carton is not their real name. So
let's be nice. Let's just be nice. Not say anything.
No. I won't say anything. That's weird, because I started on their channel. I think they had me confused with somebody else. Like, that's just not me. And if that's what they want to
no,
think,
it's because you were a member. It's because you were a member. That every person they blocked was a member.
Yeah, I'm a member over there still.
Exactly. That's their whole point.
I haven't been on YouTube, though. I didn't know you guys had a falling out until today.
Well, we didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, no, I mean, no. The thing is, like, I guess we did, but we didn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so. I just, I was worried this was going to happen, but you know what?
Well,
it's probably for the best.
Everyone kept telling me, Brittany, they're blocking all your members. They're doing this. They're doing that. And I was like, no. And then the things they were saying about Jet's mom. I told you in Messenger, I said, I feel bad for Margie. I said, maybe she didn't do this, because I told you over and over, I have to see proof. I don't go by what people say. And I've yet to see proof that I have yet to see proof that I supposedly said certain things. Like, and until I see otherwise, my character was smeared, and I go on lots of channels and I support a lot of people. And it's messed didn't
up.
smear your character, right? I want people to know I did not do that. That's not from here.
I never saw that. I'm still on your Facebook page.
Right. We've not smeared you. That's talking about what's happened to you prior. Because I really care about you. And, like, I was wondering where you've been. I really was. I thought, because I've been checking the block list. I've tried to check it all the time just because of everything that's happened in the past.
I just needed a minute. Because, and then everything that's coming up is just odd how stuff happens. I wasn't even going to look at this, and I ran into Discord for a second. I saw it posted in there. I thought, I'm going to go watch. And then when I saw when I saw Margie on there, I was like, maybe I won't, maybe I will. And then finally I was like, screw it. And I actually asked God, I was like, can you give me a sign if I should type? And my hands were just shaking. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be blocked again. I'm not a troll.
I think this is a sign.
Me?
She was scared because where you were mad at me. Does that make sense? And the things that you had said before about me. But like I said, I validate that because I would have been mad at me too.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna actually forward you an email that I sent to somebody today, so you know, if it ever comes out that I said something bad, I did say it. It's like it felt good to say it.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, it is, but I just hope that from here on out, everything can be good.
Not, believe me, the exact. We're fine. We're totally okay.
And also, Lindsay, like I was saying, I still validate what you had said, you know, but 100%. And I can understand. And, you know, with like that whole thing, like you've been through so much and then that person did not give a shit the shit you'd been through. They didn't care. They didn't care at all.
That's why. And again, just because I said my first name, Lindsay, that I don't care. You have my last name, my phone number, everything. And I know you're not going to give that out. And all that's been changed. Since all that stuff had happened in the past with that other person. So there's only one other person that has that on YouTube. So you know all of it. And again, I don't know what else. I don't need to validate things, but I guess the thing that bugged me the most was that I would be supportive of anybody that would think that I would be behind threats. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. So in the messenger, I kept asking you like, what are you talking about? Like, I mean, it was so upsetting to me and I shouldn't even had to worry about that, but I took it personal because of what I've been through. And so, I mean, I've lost friends
Margie?
Due to survivor's guilt, you know? So, I don't care if they believe me or not. They don't pay my bills. I don't care about that. What I cared about was that I really liked coming to this channel and a lot of the same people go to the same channels that I do. Exactly. And I struggled with it and I thought, great, I'm just gonna have to get off altogether, but it's helped me, you know, kind of get my mind off of certain things. And I was just so mad at myself for even saying anything or coming forward because I told you, I said I feel like it's a punch to the face that, you know, I should have just kept my mouth shut.
Well, no, I'm glad you told me, you know. I just think this is something like how can I put this? I think that we can learn from this. Not to take what we say lightly. If that makes sense about others.
100%. Yeah. And ultimately you just need to go to the source. I've learned over time that, you know, you just do. And I panicked. So I came to you privately. And then when you showed what you showed, I felt like I had kind of no choice because Margie had actually messaged me that night. You know, she knew what I was talking about. And I freaked out.
Which you did tell me I could talk about it, right?
Yeah. And if people were to listen, they know. But I think that's on them if they think they don't give a shit about what happened to me. Then that's fine. No, I'm talking about the other people, the other creator, whatever, which is weird because I started on that channel. So that's unfortunate. But I've been through so much,
green, honey. About that green.
Well, guess what? I've been through so much in my life.
You know that? They got my first YouTube payment.
What?
They got my first payment from YouTube. I didn't get it myself.
Well,
I haven't told anyone that other than Tipsy.
Damn. I will say this because I know people are watching. Watching my mother die over a slow death for 6.5 days when I took care of her for a year, no one's gonna hurt me. So sorry, nothing's gonna touch that.
That loss.
So I'm just gonna say that that's too bad. It looks like I'll be canceling some memberships. But I'm glad it came up though. I feel good, you know?
Yeah, I do too. I'm glad that we can fix this.
And I'm glad that I see Jet's mom's here. And I'm going to actually reach out to my friend after I get off the phone. Cause she was upset for me, but she's just like, Lindsay, run. She's like, just run. Cause she knows what I went through. And so does Justine. See, that's another validation. Like I'm not, you know, what I did read though? I read something. It was a community post, I believe. And it was this morning. And it talked about people having like their character smeared and it not being, you know what I mean? And I thought, well, that's ironic because
Yeah.
if it's true that these people were the ones that were blocking me, and it took everything I had to come up there when they were happy I went up.
Oh, I
I'm
swear
not-
on everything.
I was genuinely sick to my stomach because I told you over and over. I support those people though. I'm so
The
upset.
very next day, I was there to add you back, and I did anyway. I removed them, brought Tipsy back on panel, and what happened? Oh shit, they were pissed.
Well, that's
And
fine.
I thought we
but
were over that because it's my
but-
channel. I didn't think they were going to get pissed to the level that they did and then go and talk shit about me and spread lies. But what
Well-
happened? That's exactly what they did.
behind the
Me
scenes
and you.
though, I kept saying how much I support them though, and I was shocked.
I know.
Wow, I didn't know it was to this extent, but all right.
I'm just gonna say this, guys. Here's the thing. Even though they've done, you guys, I have no idea how this all works in YouTube. But the whole thing really is, I mean, especially when you talk about money, like you want to get paid.
Oh no! I mean, I'm just stating the truth. What happened?
Yeah, it's important.
I don't know if they're good or bad people. I don't know if they are just looking for views. I don't know if you are just looking for views. and
Would
that's
you
why
make fun? Would you have anything to do with someone? Okay, because they have more views, because you want more views, and that person that they they kind of dropped off in my lap because they did have drama with that person. That person has been making fun of my 9-year-old child. So now, would you do that just for more views, or would you not?
Well, I would never make fun of anybody's family ever.
Exactly.
I did make
Or
a
you're
comment
my team.
about your accent. I'm sorry, and that's probably going to come out.
That's okay. I don't give a shit. I really don't.
I
You
love
can
your
talk about me all day long, and that's fine. Just don't talk about my members, my little family, our subscribers, or my child. That's the only things that really piss me off.
Yeah, and I'd like to talk later on this evening. I know you have my number in your email, so if you want to give me a call.
I will go back and find it.
Seriously.
You haven't said anything to me in a long time. You haven't. You haven't been bothering me or nothing. No.
Oh, well, you put something
Then
last
you did.
about me.
Do what?
You said that you put a post in your comment section about me last week.
Well, last week?
Yeah, it said like 1 week ago.
Well, it's been a while since we've touched on the J Mama drama. That's what I tried to, stick to it as. But I mean, you were mad at me. You did say some kind of outlandish things.
Oh, here's from my point of view. My dad walked in when I was crying.
Did you actually say that you were going to get a hitman on me?
No, I never said a hitman. What?
Yeah.
I sent you an email, and all I said in my email was my dad's gonna.
Was it really you that contacted Into the Woods about me?
No.
Yes, you did. I have it all on Discord.
On the just like about.
I mean, it's okay if you did. I'm just giving you the opportunity because that would be an apology for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm apologizing to you, but you've done some things to me too. I didn't just.
What did I? Okay, honestly, I was new to Discord.
So was I.
What was your name?
So was I.
What's your name on Discord?
My name is Into the Woods, and you had messaged me and you're like, "Hi, I see you in Brittany's channel," and I was like, "Hi, how's it going?" I was really nice to you, and then you were, what?
Okay, I'm looking through it right now.
Yeah, hold on a minute, and I'll do the same. Y'all talk among.
I mean, I just
yourself.
think that we can like.
No. I mean,
hash this out.
Okay, now I remember.
Hold on a moment. I gotta do something.
This is right when everything happened.
It happened to me too. So how do I unblock somebody?
I have no clue. I don't know what Discord. I don't even know anything about Discord, you guys.
Well, that's just because I was scared. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I mean, Justine knows I was catfished for a year on YouTube. It was bad.
Yeah, so one of our last comments, I said, honestly, at this point, I'm just cool chilling in Robbie's cosmic cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my heart was super hurt this first time. Today, I'm more ambivalent. And you said, good, sorry, I was confused. I float around. I stand up for what is right, though. And you said, yeah, probably just best to just feel where you're welcome. He said, I'm going to bed and exhausted. Have a good night. I'm sure I'll see you around. And I said, sweet dreams, me too. I said, shoot, I don't know.
You said I'm blocked.
I was like, oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden, I see her site. I'm blocked. I can't even stick up for myself.
And Alexis, throughout all that, you'd ask me why I hadn't shared some things that you had told me, and I was doing it to protect you, and then you wanted to come on. So that's why I didn't know if you wanted to come on, because I don't want anyone to be attacked or hurt in any way. So that's why, I try to protect everybody that brings me any information. I really do.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't say anything too. I can't honestly. I really don't see anything that I said that was even scary.
Well, I mean, you can, do whatever you want to do, but I apologized for my part.
Oh
but
no,
I'm scary.
I'm curious what Into the Woods thinks that I said that was.
Well, I've read them, and others, but it's okay. Like, that's what I'm saying. We can move on. I'm good with it. I can understand.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect either.
But I love you.
I love you too. And I'm sorry about that, Alexis, on your behalf as well.
Yes.
It's insane. And, I would never do that to people. But yet, even with it being someone else is doing those things, still I'm the one. I end up apologizing for other people. So do you guys like Discord?
I've only been on Robbie's, so I don't know much about it.
I know nothing about Discord other than, what people have shared with me.
Using.
Oh, yeah, what John said, fuck them.
But yeah, girls, and I'm sorry too. I just want to say that too. If I did anything that affected anything for you.
Oh no, guys.
We are about making it right, and we do want to admit when we're wrong, and we do. And we're not perfect, but we try, and we are good people.
I've been 29 for 11 years. I think I'm okay with it.
Right. But I mean, some of the things that were said were scary, like I said, but I
don't think I can't think of me attacking anybody like in my verbiage, to be honest.
Well, Cam and Carton sent my husband while I was live one night an email that was from you, and it said that you were going to hire someone to take me out. So, I mean, there was things like that.
Oh no, I have that email like right now. Actually, I looked over it and I actually apologized to him today.
Is that true?
Email. No. So here's the whole story. My dad.
Did they doctor it?
My dad walks in. I'm crying, and he's like, "Why are you crying?" My husband just had surgery. He's like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, "Because I've been attacked on this YouTube channel. And they're saying all these things about me and calling me, and I have my son's name out there." I was very emotional. And
I'm the one that said that things were scary, you guys, just because of some emails and stuff that were sent to me by another creator, not Into the Woods.
Well, that's really
Into the Woods just shared her conversation on Discord, but the emails that were sent to me by the other creator were what was scary. Does that make sense? And they could have doctored those, not Into the Woods.
I can send you both those, everything I sent. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad that we fixed this though. I just wanted to be fully open and honest.
Oh no, my dad was gonna go. My dad literally was like, "Oh, my best friend's a lawyer. We're gonna see what we can do. We'll just go after them."
Well, there really wasn't. I mean,
here's the truth, though. Here's the truth. I told him to simmer down. I was like, "Simmer down. Don't. It's gonna go away." And then this is embarrassing. I see your nemesis right now. Your current nemesis, which I hope you guys can like saw it. I saw their post like last week, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting here, so it gets me back onto your channel, and then I see that you were still upset with me.
Well, I thought you wanted to kill me. I mean, the other person's been sending cops up to my house, like going real life, sending shit in the mail, asking people to come here, and then they tell me that you've made threats, and I'm like, oh,
Just Mom, they literally made 15 profiles to attack her.
Is that not scary to you? I mean, that's like real life shit.
Oh my gosh. Do I have a fan club of Jet's moms?
Probably. Most likely. If you didn't do it, someone's doing it.
I give you credit for coming back up here and doing this and letting us make it right. Because it's not easy when you're talked about and you're put down like that to come back and show your face. But it just shows that you're stronger for it. And I commend you on it.
I do too. I'm glad we get the story straight. I'm glad to know that it wasn't, you
Absolutely.
sending those emails.
Well, I'm kind of curious. You gotta send me these emails. Like,
Oh, I will. I promise you I will. They're bad. They're bad.
No, I've sent like, oh my god,
They're fucking scary. I'm not joking with you. Like, it's scary.
Oh my god, someone's
The
fucking.
people were good at what they did, that's for sure.
But what did I say? I said that, have you seen an email? Like, have we seen any proof? Like,
Like,
Well,
have you ever
we've
seen
seen
me on
it.
any other live or anywhere else I've ever gone, or any Discord where I'm nasty?
no.
Never.
No, I have never. No.
That's not my energy. Like
Okay.
I'm a Libra.
No. Well, I'm screwed. I'm a Gemini.
No, you're not. You guys are awesome. But thank you, girls. I'm so glad we did this. I really am.
Okay, guys.
I love you both, and I'm
Wait.
sorry.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry too if I have
Oh,
that are pretending to be me
thank
that I have
you.
no control over.
I mean, I don't even know that you did some of the things that was said.
I'm not even close to even my mind can't even think that.
Had your name on it, but they've done a lot of shit like that to other people. So I don't fucking know what to even believe at this point.
Yeah.
Well, I will change my picture regularly and send you the picture that I'm changing.
Okay.
You're like, this is definitely her.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you so much, Margie. I really thank you for coming in tonight.
And I really hope that you truly believe that I'm not doing
I really
anything.
do. I really do, because I've seen
We
other
do.
shit they done. Like they were blocking in the woods, blocking Tipsy,
I
blocking
gotta show
Louise.
you, I gotta show you something that my son made for Robbie. This is so cute. We're fixing it up right now.
It'll probably throw me out.
What was that?
It'll probably throw me out as soon as you throw it up, but I'll try to keep it on here so I can see.
Oh, the little bit. Where'd Carol go? Carol, where'd you go? Okay. Okay, this is real quick. So Jet thinks Robbie's the coolest
I know. I love that.
and the bravest, and so we're fixing this up right now. Here, I'll just go through this on real quick.
Oh man, I can't see it. I'll watch it back.
Can you see it, guys? Jet drew Carol.
Can you see it, Tips?
Oh yeah, it's Carol. He's really good.
And that's so cute.
Oh my god, he's a really good drummer.
I'm gonna take a screenshot just so I can show you what I'm talking about, what I get to see. I don't get to see everything.
Yeah, we're fixing that. Yeah.
I'll send you what it looks like. Mine. It just like every time someone comes on camera, it automatically it'll freeze. Bam.
It kicks her out too. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you were saying. Oh, if I
Yep.
go my camera on, gotcha. And y'all, if you need any CBD, you need to hit me up because I was.
Okay, thank you. We love you, Margie. Thank you for
I'm
coming.
heading out, guys. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. But I mean, like, I'm apologizing for me in another group, which is unfair. But I'm still sorry for mine.
Well, you know what?
'Cause I could have not listened. I could have not believed them, but I did. So that's my fault.
It's my karma, actually. To be honest, here's the deal. I went in and I was talking bad stuff about somebody else that I don't know the whole story, and I came in thinking like, kind of self-righteous about myself.
I don't think it's your fault. I don't think it's your fault at all. Because I didn't
Kind of hard sometimes. Nope, I will never be doing this ever again. Ever. I'm a nice person.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad that we can hash it out. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
We'll be back on tomorrow night at 9. You're welcome to come.
Yeah, Mike, say hi. We'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, Margie.
Thanks into the woods.
Good night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Lindsay, thank you so much, baby. You're so pretty, by the way.
Oh my God. I
You're
have been in
gorgeous.
such a bad flare. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to come back. And then I saw this. I thought, oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so
Well,
glad
thank you.
did.
Thank you for clearing that up because I never said she
Well, I
sent me
just
anything
figured it out
scary.
myself. Right.
You know, yeah.
What you showed me was concerning, considering what I was being told from the other side of the aisle, right?
Well,
That's
a lot of
what I
people
hear.
were reached. Well, I think, well, I can't really say her name. Never mind. There was another person that said she'd been reached out to as well, right?
Exactly.
She used to be a mod that's over at another
Exactly.
channel.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
And they had
ironically,
proof, but I don't know that it was real proof. You know, I mean, because like I'm starting to see that people are fucking liars, man.
oh well, I screenshotted
Crazy.
everything. So
You showed me the
yeah.
truth. You did, and we talked about it here tonight. So you know, there's no questioning it. But now these other people, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
Well, anyway, I definitely
Yeah,
feel
Lucas.
bad. I mean, I do feel bad that I didn't. I kind of felt like after I sent all that to you
It
that
was scary.
that
It
I
was
that I
scary though.
but at the same time I was dealing with my own fear of that what happened to me in the past, and Justine knows that, and a lot of people on YouTube actually do. And it wasn't something small either. It was deep.
I still
So
appreciate you.
so I
And
panicked, and then in reality, it's kind of like I felt bad though, because I think I understood that she couldn't speak up for herself. But then what I saw on the
oh,
group,
she was emailing
I
me.
freaked out. I freaked out. Like when,
Yeah.
identities is a big deal.
Right. She was
So-
emailing me. It's just that I was being told one thing and it made it scary. It made it scary as fuck, to
Yeah.
be honest. Like I was really concerned. Like yeah. But anyway, I'm glad we did this.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Well, I'm glad. Please don't block me.
I'm not going to block you, and no one is
No,
on
I'm not
my thing to be able to do that now. I mean, they can't.
Yeah.
Like I check it every day.
And it's
Yep.
nice to know there's another Lindsay on board.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do have another Lindsay.
It's a good
We love
name.
Lindsay.
Two other Lindsays, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks
Well-
for being so courageous, Lindsay.
Yes,
I know it takes a lot to do this and to come up here and speak your piece.
it does.
Yeah. I think
does.
I really appreciate that, Tipsy, and don't let, like people, I mean, they can run with their own narrative, and if they believe one thing that they see, it's just like the media. They see it and it's like, oh my God, that must be true. And I've never seen you be I mean, then again, I haven't been around, but I did wonder where you went, because
She's
you were really
respectful.
welcoming when it
Yes,
first came around.
really.
You and a lot of other people, as a matter of fact. And I'm like, man, I
She's
don't know where they
being
went.
treated
But
bad. She's being treated bad, you guys, and she don't deserve it.
oh man, I'm
Treat
really
me
sorry to
bad.
hear
I
that.
brought myself here. I brought my big ass on YouTube. Say what you want about me. Just don't talk about my team, my family, or my subscribers. That's bullshit.
And not talk about you. We love you, and that's
I don't
why.
care. I don't
Honestly,
care though. I
Lindsay,
could give
I'm
a fuck
still
less.
here.
Well,
I'm
at the
still
end
here
of-
because of her.
Yeah,
If
at
she
the end
can
of
stand up for me, I can stand up for her, and I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to give up. It's not going to happen. They can say whatever they want.
the day, it's like I understood where Margie came from, and myself. Well,
Yeah.
really for me, because I thought, well, I don't have a platform, and
You do
I
here?
thought I almost emailed them this morning because I was so upset. I was like, what the hell? Like I was fine until I came onto this channel. Like I was fine, and then. But now I know, because I actually came from that channel. So it's weird that they don't remember me. Like
They
so
keep
strange.
blocking all of. They were when they had
yeah.
that, when they had the ability. They were blocking all members. Any paid member, they blocked them. And then there's more to it, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
even-
it's not worth it. I guess what I'm saying is like, whatever, man. I'm gonna move forward. I'm glad that I got to talk to you. I get to
Me
go
too.
back into certain groups that I
I am
enjoy.
too.
I'm glad that I got to talk to Jet's mom, and she seems like a lovely woman.
Yeah.
I'm going to message my other friend. She's going to be happy because she's like, I swear to God, if anybody hurt you, like, I'm like, well, I'm all right.
Girl, we got you.
She just was
Yeah,
worried.
we promise we
you know?
won't. Yeah, we're.
But I do
being
need to talk to
truthful.
you after this.
I
And
appreciate that.
and I'm really excited. I'm glad that you're back. And if you ever need anything, don't worry about it. Just ask. Just let me know. Anything I can do for you, I'm here.
Me too.
I'm all right. Yeah, feel free to reach out to me. I stayed off. I needed to. The whole thing upset me. You know what upset
Mental
me.
break. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
then we had a death on the 23rd. So
Oh
it's like,
my God.
so I've been gone. So I came back to all this mess. So I was
I'm
like,
so
man,
sorry.
but I think everything happens for a reason. I'm not kidding you. Like 30 minutes before I came on, because I saw Robbie was going to be on you. But see, I went to Discord finally, and that's how I saw it. And I was like, man, I go literally, I'm like, God, I was like, please give me an opening if I'm meant to reach out to her or the other person. And then when I saw Margie on there, I was like, oh no, I'm coming up.
I'm so glad you did.
Good. Far out. Well, everybody, hopefully, and I'm glad I saw that you had Molly on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
So
Molly.
I'm glad that and she always has pretty good advice, and so does Robbie.
They've been
it's part
helping
of-
me a lot.
It's part of YouTube. You're gonna get it,
Yeah, they're
But-
helping me spiritually and mentally, like for real.
yeah, but you know, whatever. Again, I still stand by, you don't see honest proof, or, you know, or just go to the person directly. This whole hearsay bullshit has to
that was
stop.
the problem. There was like some things, but I'm willing to forgive. Does that make sense?
Huh? Say that again, please.
So there was some things on that end. So you had every right to be on guard about it, right? There was some things that was the person we had on, but I am big enough to forgive and move past, because I could see why she'd be mad, because these people are doing the same thing to me now, you know, and it's crazy. So.
Well, I know that, and now I'm figuring it out. Now that we've been online here, and wow, I understand. I guess, like, you know, well,
it's hard to
how can I say this?
understand because it's fucking shitty. That's what it is.
No. What I mean by that is that I thought I had someone that really, really had my back, and just seeing her, like, she knows it was a part of a huge group, and I'm talking huge community. There was big channels involved, and this is like no longer a community, but I still see people around every now and then. I just don't tell them, hey, it's so-and-so, mainly because I just don't want to talk. You know, I don't want to explain and be like, oh, I'm okay, you know, whatever. I just wanted to come back and enjoy myself, and it took a lot for me too. And then I thought, man, but the one person I did stay in touch with is Nunya, and she's a mod over there on Robbie's, and he loves her, and she knows me in real life. So it's just so when I told her, hey, you know, this other person is super close, and I just get concerned because this whole behind the scenes thing, it's hard because I'm being made to be looked a certain way, and I know that I shouldn't care, but I do, because I want to be able to go somewhere and not be harassed.
Yes.
Or to be called a troll, or that and PS, I pay for all of my memberships from the same card.
You're awesome. Card. That's just
so I'm just saying, because I think I did hear something about that. And whatever, but
I'll tell you what's up.
That's cool. I'm gonna have to go take a look at some stuff. I'm gonna have to go see some stuff when I get off. You know, that really bothers me.
We have your back moving forward, honey. We do.
She knows.
You can
whenever we first started talking, you know, her privacy was my top priority. And did people, like, they were trying to I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do, to be honest, and it didn't work though. So I just appreciate her. I don't even know if I should say your name. Like, you said it, but then again, I feel weird by it.
No, you can say my name. It's Lindsay.
Okay, Lindsay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciated you then. I appreciate you now. And every time they would try to block you, I unblocked you. And you were like, let's fucking call them out, basically. You know, like, why are they doing this?
Well, basically, what I said to you was I didn't understand. And I said, will you please talk to them?
Exactly.
I said, because
and
I had no reason.
Did.
Yeah. And
then, I did over and over. Do you know I was dared? And I'm like, bitch, this is my channel. So I took them off. And that's where everything blew up. Yep.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Why?
I have no clue. I really don't. Am I that easy to, like, guide? Am I that easily guided? I believe so.
I'm sorry that this just goes to a whole other, this is a whole other Oprah, man. Like, it blows my mind. It's, you know, whatever.
Imagine, I'll show you some stuff after this. Okay.
Well, they can think whatever, but I am who I am, and I don't really care, because
You're
the
beautiful.
places I go, they don't really have a say. So now I know, and that really sucks, because I really, really, really adored them, and that's too bad.
People want to know if you have a channel.
It makes me really, really sad. I don't. I've been pushed to start one, actually, regarding some things that I went through, like a vlog. And you know, really why we shouldn't really paint people out to be that people have a past, and people need to be able to move on from it. And today is today.
Are you thinking about starting one?
And life is too short. I am, but I'm going to have to talk to my husband again, because I promised him, I was like, I'm not going to get upset, when he was furious. Like,
this
after
shit
I got
is easily upsetting.
I mean, I just lost my friggin' mom, and then we lost another family member, and it's like, then I kept getting blocked, and I thought, you know, how it took a lot for me to come on panel and share what I shared if I wasn't, like, super obviously tired, and somehow I'm a troll. Like, okay, that's easy.
Had I not reached out to you and said, oh my God, you're blocked again, I'm going to fix it. What would you have thought? I want to ask you that so that people can understand what the whole idea behind what they were doing was.
Well, when I didn't even know I was until I went to send you a super chat and I couldn't, and my heart sunk. And I told you, I said, oh my God, if I knew it was going to upset anybody, I wouldn't have shared anything. I wouldn't have came forward. I said, it's like a punch in the face. And you're like,
Right.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. And then you said, did you know about threats before we talked about it? And I was like, what threats? And that's when I took it really serious.
The next day, though, when I was like, you're blocked again.
Yeah. And then I was like, wait a minute. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out, trying to play detective here. And I was like, well, could it be this person? Like, I didn't know. And you're like,
that's when I was figuring it out right there. I figured it out.
Mhm.
So had you not known, had I not told you, you would have thought it was me, that I was just a piece of trash and didn't care about you or your story, right? That was their whole goal right there. Bam. They wanted people to think that I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, I felt like I was used and thrown away.
Exactly. And that's not right, because that's not how I felt.
You know, I've had a lot of bad stuff happen, and I'm telling you,
You had it hard.
I was going to come forward to you one way or another. I was going to make sure there was a live that I could come on, and ironically it was this, or I was going to email them, because I was so out of my mind. I was like, I want to FaceTime. I didn't know what the threat you were talking about was. So that's why I was like, please tell them I would never be about that, because of where I went, and we're approaching something. And it was so upsetting to me. And I didn't want to share that, because then everybody wants to know every detail about it. And that was over almost 22 years ago. So it's like, I just want to move forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, but do you realize why I brought it up though? Like, I brought up where I went to school for a reason, but I don't, I mean,
threats are scary, and you take them serious.
Yeah. And I mean, I have some precautions in place where if people start to search for certain things, I will get alerted. As far as like the site for the schools go. And I have called the high school. So people don't want to do that. And as far as my husband goes, he gets a call, the feds will get involved. So nobody wants to play with me for a second time around.
Well, the other person that we first talked about, I've never been notified from LinkedIn before that somebody has been checking my shit so much that it shows me their picture and their name and who it is, till the other day.
Yeah.
So hold on a minute. Is who I think you're talking about, they're all cool now?
No. Oh, well, those two groups are cool now, just to like stab me in the back, of course, yes. But the person that was like going real life on me, all that, they still done that. I did get a no contact order, and since then they've come out with like this new story and shit. And they haven't been calling the police or anything, because they know, who it is.
But I mean,
I'll just tell you after this. I'll tell you after this, because I don't want drama on the channel.
No, 100%. Like, I agree. And I'm glad I'm just mind blown. I'm glad that you're telling me, because I would have never thought, I thought it would have gotten smoothed over. I just never chatted because I was gone.
Right. Well,
Wait till you hear more.
All right. Well, I appreciate it if you could fill me in.
Thank you, baby.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on.
Everybody that's lost a parent or anything, like, my heart breaks for you guys. Gritty, I don't know if you're around or not. Keep coming back to Brittany's channel, and you can chat with me in the chat. Justine's she's awesome too. She has the same thing that I have.
She has lupus too?
She has mixed connective tissue disease. It's overlaps. So it's pretty serious. It's different for everybody. It's like a thumbprint.
I'm sorry for your loss too, by the way. I really want to tell you that, because losing my dad was like, so I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know. And I appreciate that. You've told me that, before, and I appreciate it. It's just losing the Mima on the 23rd, the day after was the 8-month, was kind of hard. And that's when I messaged you. I said, I really hope when I return that co-creators that they'll accept me. And you never read it.
You're accepted.
You never read it. So I think I was meant to come on now. So right on, girls. Well, then just reach out to me then.
All right, baby. Sounds good. Thank you.
Heads up. Keep your chins up.
Okay, you too, baby.
You too.
Right. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Whew. I'm so glad that we just had that.
Miss Brittany, I'm so proud of you. Yes, tonight was amazing.
Thank you. I'm glad. And it's so good to see all the love and support. How do I delete things? It's just small. Do you need us to delete anything? I will gladly delete it.
Yeah, just reach out to them.
Like, isn't there like bots beside you? If it's a comment, you can delete it right on the comment. And if it's something else, just message me. We'll figure it out after this. I'll get everybody on the right page.
And once again, shout out to you girls. It took a lot of guts to come up here and do that. Trust me,
Oh, she said she's proud of me. That's so damn sweet. You're gonna make me cry. And I don't. I've been through a lot, so I don't cry very often. But when I do, I cry. I don't fucking stop.
I love you.
I love you too. And I love everyone that's here. And thank you guys so much for all the positivity. It means the fucking world. Let's see. I feel so relieved.
That night tonight, you guys too. Everybody was awesome in chat, Miss Brittany.
Yeah, 100%. I'm proud of everyone.
Thank you, Mods. Mod love.
Yes. Thank you to everyone.
And Daddy, wherever he went.
Daddy's probably in the bedroom, ready for bed. It's like 1 here. All right. So we'll talk after this, like always. But we love all of you. Thank you so much for everything. We appreciate everyone that come on tonight. Sarah, Robbie, Lindsay, Margie, my Tipsy, of course, everyone. Thank you so much. All the people in the chat, all of our supporters, those that don't support us, all the thumbs downs, all the thumbs ups. We don't care. We love it.
We love it.
All right, you guys. So let's see. Should we play our little song tonight or should we not?
Do it. Why not? Get us happy.
Well, let's see. Let me find it again. I still thank you, Bryn Williams, for this. If you are Bryn, I don't even fucking know if Bryn Williams is Bryn Williams at this point. But if you are, thank you for the song.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it. And I appreciate you. And I miss seeing you in our stuff, I think.
Hard to tell.
I really don't know anymore, man. I really
know.
The stuff that's happened has blown my fucking mind.
But I'm glad we made right what we needed to.
Yeah, I am too. I really am. You know, 100.
To everybody that we've affected or hurt or anything, we're sorry. Definitely.
But you know, like when we talk about the case or like when I talked about Blether or David, that's the truth. Those things are truth. Like I didn't lie. I didn't go real life on them. I told the truth about who they were. So I guess I don't feel bad about that. It's just like, and I try to stay away from other creators that don't have anything to do with cases or whatever, unless they do. If they put, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's play our song. Absolutely. Let's just play our song before I put my foot up my ass.
Love you.
Love you. Here we go.
Night, Barbara.
Well, sit down with me, gonna talk to Brittany, gonna chit chat and have a good time. Say, oh, I guess, yeah, friends are the best. We investigate the true crime. So chill for a while.
I'm twerking. That's fucking hilarious. Twerk it up, baby. Twerk, twerk, twerk. I sound like a chicken in this. I like still can't believe like when somebody pointed that out.
She's mysterious, making or breaking on conspiracy theories. Kentucky was lucky, the lucky girl was no yuppie, yeah, but wrote it enough beat. They haters try to hate, but it came back and bit you. Don't let the door hit you.
Where the good Lord split ya. Talk to me, Brittany, gonna chit chat and have a good time. Say hello to our guests, yeah, our friends are the best. Investigate the true crime. Chill for a while, it's good to be wild. It's mysterious case files. We need a mysteriously Brittany or something. Yeah. So I'm thinking 10 business days hopefully will be tomorrow. I don't know.
So are you, Alexis. I know, right? It'd be so nice to be able to go home.
Yes, go back home. We want to go back to our normal channel.
Yes. It's Brittany.
And Tipsy. Talk to me, Brittany, and Tips. Gonna have a good time. Say hello to our guests. Yeah, our friends are the best. Investigate the true crime.
Good night, Shelly.
It's good to be wild. That's the mysterious case files. You know, somebody I miss seeing too is that Nicoletta. She was so sweet. Or no, she told me her name was Nicole. Oh fuck, I can't pronounce it. But I miss seeing her. But,
yeah, we do notice when we don't see people, don't we?
Brittany, did you go? Yeah, I was on AD's channel before you guys. And I like AD. He seems to be a pretty good person. See, and this is why I still like her. Oh, thank you, Margie.
Thank you.
But I love you guys. Tell everybody bye, Miss Tipsy, and then I'll tell them. And
Bye, everybody. Love you. Love to the
Bye.
mods. Thanks, mods.
Bye, everybody. We love you. Toodles. Mwah.